I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you have a cold drink, let's say like a good cold bottle. I know you don't drink like alcohol or anything like that. But like cider or something like that. Just say you have a good bottle of something you've had in the fridge for a good week. You know, and it's cold, right? When you take it out,
yeah.
It's cold. You pour it into a glass. Are you putting ice in it?
No, I don't drink any liquids with ice actually. So.
Oh,
Smart.
okay.
Oh. No, but like if it's like already cold.
If it's already cold, yeah, there's definitely.
Yeah,
no
why
already-
would
you know
why
what,
would
you
you
already-
put
no.
ice in it? Why would you?
Yeah.
Put
You're
ice in
asking
it?
an iceless man.
No, that doesn't matter. Still,
do not
makes
label
sense.
him as an iceless man.
So
I never want to hear you say that again.
yeah, my man got ice over here, man. What are you talking about? But a little story here. You know, I had a bottle of cider I bought and brought it home. Had it in the fridge for a week. John was like, "Hey, let's pop that open tonight." I was like, "All right." Pour it in a glass. Next thing I see, this man's pulling ice out of the freezer and putting it in his drink. I go, "Why? It's already cold. It doesn't make any sense."
And
And
he
I'll-
said,
And he goes, "Well, I want to keep it colder for longer." I'm like, "What are you drinking it for 3 hours?"
Just in case, I don't get back to my drink for a little bit because we're playing video games at the same time. I don't have anywhere to put my drink. I can't just put it on my bed. It's gonna
Yeah,
fall
you
over.
could.
Yeah, why not?
It's
Put it on
like
your-
bedside
Just
table.
put it in between
Yeah.
your legs.
No,
Yeah, put it in-
I don't know,
yeah.
man. I could do that, but
that's too much effort for him.
that's true. It is true. So I just put it on the ground, and then sometimes I forget about my drinks when I put it on the ground. And
So
I'm like,
you score Golden Rocket League, say some toxic words, grab your drink, take a big hit.
take a
back to
big
it.
hit. yeah. Okay.
Not talking
No,
about
okay.
cocaine.
okay. No, actually,
That's
I'll be
good.
honest. I
Jeez.
didn't think about it. I mean, I just pulled the ice out because I did, and then Jordan started having this like, what the heck are you
Meltdown?
doing? Yeah, meltdown, as you
It
will.
was not a
Tantrum.
meltdown. It was a question.
What are you doing anyway?
It was a tantrum.
And then he questioned me on it. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna die on this hill now.
yeah,
So
You died good.
I did die good. Thank you.
he died.
Anyways, yeah. So I don't regret any of my decisions in my life. So.
Hey, someone called Juliana. We need a fun fact.
No, we're good. Anyway, welcome back everyone to another episode of the Rankaholics podcast, episode 49.
Yeah.
We have everyone here except Giuliano because we have a guest on today. Blake, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, guys.
snap.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Chick-fil-A worker.
Nice.
Typical.
Too nice.
Is cousin-in-law a thing?
Yes.
Is a thing?
That's
Is that what
yes.
he would be?
That would be my
Yes,
position.
I actually don't know what else it would be.
I'm pretty
A
sure
cousin?
that's all.
I mean,
it would
if
be.
it wasn't, I would just start calling you my cousin.
Fifth
so.
cousin
That's
removed
fair.
or something. I don't know.
Definitely not. But
Okay, so anyway, Blake is our future soon-to-be cousin-in-law.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
No, you know what? He's just a cousin. You know.
that's what I was
He's
just gonna say. If cousin-in-law wasn't a thing, I would just call him cousin.
I
so.
ain't ever gonna say in-law. Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna
That's
say
totally
cousin-in-law
fine.
I'm
either.
just gonna say cousin, man. I'm gonna say friend.
Jordan,
No, too
I
far.
what
Fr-
the heck?
Too far.
Would
You're
you
not-
rather be a
never
cousin?
mind.
Would
need
you rather
more- I
be
need
a-
more time with you.
Jordan, we're supposed to be playing a D&D campaign together,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna call me cousin or friend.
I don't trust you yet, so.
Oh my gosh.
Would you rather be called a cousin or a friend?
No, he's asking-
Cousin and friend.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Jordan, I don't want to be that informal with him.
He's only saying that because of what I just said.
Mm,
And-
you can't prove that though.
I can.
Anyway, so Blake is on here to discuss Star Wars stuff. But before we get to the Star Wars stuff, we're gonna do our what is it?
Spin
Annual?
that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Twirl the wheel.
Twirl it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Twirl.
Do the twirl. Anyway, Blake, will you do the honors of spinning the wheel?
Give it a good spin.
Give a good
Don't
spin.
Be lame.
Good spin.
That's good. That's good.
There you go.
Majestic.
What does it say?
Ooh,
Playground equipment.
Playground equipment.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay, that's
dang.
actually a pretty good one. Okay, so
Monkey
we are
bars.
gonna rank. What?
I said monkey bars.
Is monkey bar swings? I
Monkey
feel like swings
bars-
would be the best.
Swings are definitely
Swings
the best.
might give you
Oh.
broken legs if you do something stupid. So,
Okay, don't do
you know.
something stupid, Jordan.
It's as easy as
That's-
that, really.
Guys, it's not that simple.
That's like saying
When you're a
monkey
kid,
bars. That's like saying monkey bars suck if you fell and broke your neck.
I would never do that. I'm not stupid.
Exactly.
Well,
Okay,
I don't know about
thank you.
that. But
Hearsay.
So-
Hearsay.
What are we saying is like our number one playground equipment? Well, let's just name all the ones we would consider top tier.
Teeter totter.
Oh, what's that
Ooh,
one?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
a good
no.
one.
Yeah.
What's
That's a
the
good
one that spins?
The
Oh,
spin cycle.
the-
Spin cycle
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah.
It's like
The washing machine. I think
The
they call
wheel.
it.
The wheel of
The
death.
wheel.
It's the wheel of death.
Oh my god.
Circus
That
ramp.
one is fun.
Yeah.
That is
that
really
And
is
you got a
good
bunch
one.
of kids on there. And you're
Yes.
spinning it, and like
Oh,
last
yeah.
person to
Then
fall
you like
off.
jump off or jump on and almost die every time.
I would actually rather jump off than jump on.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's
100%.
probably better when you're a kid than probably now.
Have you tried it?
I've not tried it in a long
So-
time. Also, how many playgrounds now? I can only think of one playground in Spokane
Yeah.
that has whatever that wheel.
Yeah, I don't
thing
see
is
it very
called.
often.
Did you guys
probably
play
'cause it's a
with
danger.
play with the one that's at my cabin
Merry-go-rounds.
for Connor's birthday last
Stupid
year?
name.
We
no,
did not.
you didn't. Oh, okay.
What is it?
There's one of those
a
at
merry-go-round.
next. Yeah, merry-go-round. One of those is right next
Oh
to
yeah,
Oh,
thank you,
okay.
Jordan.
our cabin in Wardner.
Gianluca, I know you guys have heard. I
That
promise.
was disrespectful to my name.
Sorry, continue.
There
no,
is
yeah.
so there's one of that cabin.
Yeah, there's one at the cabin that my parents own.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go there sometime.
Yeah, let's go there. Yeah,
We can go there.
Yeah, okay,
or
let's
the
see.
three of us can go.
Yes,
I don't know about
yes,
you,
yes.
Jordan, but
I'm
Heck
in.
yeah.
Hey.
Okay. So the merry-go-round.
Swings,
what's it,
definitely.
The swings.
if you really want to.
The teeter-totter. Teeter-totter's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Slides.
Slides.
And now it has to be a
Slides,
big
yeah.
slide. It
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah.
a big slide.
Yeah, not those lame plastic
Definitely.
ones that are sizzling hot. in the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
No, the metal
Those
ones are
ones-
like.
Metal.
Or I guess
ones.
maybe
Oh,
they use
yeah.
aluminum. I don't know what they use, but yeah, those
Aluminum,
like in the
yeah.
summer. Oh.
Nice.
Or the
It's
ones you
just
try to
baked in
slide
the
on, but like you slow down.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
What about those like things that have like the speakers? So like it's a speaker that's attached to
Oh.
one part of the
I
don't
playground, but on the other
know.
one. And they're just like yelling into the whole
Yeah.
Have you
time.
ever found one of those that works properly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I
If
know.
you yell loud enough, they'll hear you.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
trying-
just right next to you. Oh.
There's also a couple different like spinny type stuff because you have the merry-go-round. There's also the ones
Mhm.
that are like diagonal, where you hang
Mm-hmm.
on it,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
which are way more dangerous.
You ever been on like spider bars? It's like a.
Oh,
it's-
like the big net kind of thing?
yeah,
just like
kind of.
bars.
It's essentially like think of like a
Yeah.
yeah, bars, but like,
Yes.
it's like a spider.
It's like a
shaped one.
semicircle that's just bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
Oh,
bars,
yeah.
bars.
Those
Okay.
ones. Those are cool.
There's so many different variations. You have like the
Mhm.
side, like I'm thinking of Coeur d'Alene, for example, like those like piano type stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool, yeah.
Just the big jungle gyms. You can just run around and
Yeah.
climb and be a kid.
the firefighter pole.
Miss that, man.
Firefighter
Adults
pole.
suck.
You know what? My house is gonna have a firefighter pole.
Pole. Firefighter pole. Those are pretty-
Firefighter pool too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Strictly for firefighters.
There's just like firefighters and then the whole time.
I've always wanted to try the firefighter pool, so I have to go sometime.
Uh-huh.
Okay, number one though. What's number one?
Swings.
Probably swings, yeah. That's probably. I feel like most people would say swings.
I think so.
Merry-go-round.
You think merry-go-round?
Those,
Oh,
those are definitely
that's
way
true.
better.
But there's never like
They're not super common. but-
right.
Swings you can do by yourself and have a ton of fun. Merry-go-rounds, you might look like an idiot.
That's
That's
also
you
true.
do need other
yeah,
people.
you need other
It's
people to play on
essential.
those.
Yeah.
But then again, who's going to the playground by themselves?
it's a group project.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? Listeners? Are
Not
you
me,
guys-
not
yeah,
me.
hey,
Playground
by
yourselves?
listeners, let me know right now.
Are you at the play-
Right now.
If you're listening to this and you're at the playground by yourself, leave
Let-
a comment
leave a 5-star review.
and say why you're a loner and why you like it.
What's the worst?
Ooh.
Oh, probably
Just
any.
the pull-up bar, you know? Because who wants to do that, you know?
I'd say a metal slide in the hot blazing
Yeah,
summer.
that's pretty.
Or
don't do it
just
in
a
the
short slide,
A short slide.
like a not very
summer. Nah, dude, a wet slide, man.
wet
And your
slide.
pants get all wet.
Ooh, you know,
Oh,
you wanna,
Going out when it's raining out.
hey, you
Oh,
wanna know what's also
gosh.
fun is like those water park where like the water is spraying out of the ground.
Those ones are super
Does
cool.
that count as playground equipment, Gianluca?
Yeah, I wasn't counting that.
There's
I
one in
wasn't
Liberty
either.
Lake that where they're combined, so I would consider it there.
That is considered a
Okay.
water park.
Well, it's not like a full-on
Like
water.
like
park,
Silverwood. Like
But is
Sil-
there
the
water?
The
And there's a
Silverwood
park.
one.
Okay.
No, the Silverwood one.
Which one's the Silverwood one?
There's like the park where the slides on and stuff, but then it's also like the big bucket.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that's a
place.
big water park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But also, you know, if we're talking about that though,
But we're not including that.
we can though.
Well, then we're going off the playground. It's not even a playground.
You're playing.
No.
It's on the ground and we're playing.
It's on the
so
ground,
I,
you're
I would
playing. So
consider
where's
that.
playground?
So then,
Okay.
like those big.
That
water
then I
guns?
can okay. Well, I'm playing soccer on the ground.
Jordan?
So is
Yeah,
that
but
playground?
there's no equipment for that. You're just
Yeah.
kicking a ball around.
Soccer is equipment.
My feet. Okay, well, we're going off this topic, but that's our real topic for this episode. So join us next week for the next wheel
Jeez, you
idea.
could.
But we are here to discuss Star Wars. Blake is like super knowledgeable.
I like to think so.
That's the best way I can describe it. He probably, of all the people I know, probably knows the most. I mean, there's a couple other people maybe that I know that are pretty dedicated Star Wars fans, but Blake probably knows the most of anyone I know.
I know quite a bit, off of TikTok.
Yeah, if we're not on TikTok, then sorry, Blake. But of people I know, that's why I said so. But the main thing here is Pat has not watched.
I've seen one.
He's seen one
Which
of
one
them.
was it?
Which one?
The Phantom Menace. Well, you saw half.
Wait, when did you watch it?
A few years ago. It was the new one that came out.
Oh, no one.
4, 6,
Oh, would that be 7 then?
7 years ago, probably 7.
But then
Okay.
you remember you also there was one where we watched it at our house, but you only watched half of it because then you left in the middle of it.
You
When was
kidding me?
this?
This is Juliana back when Juliano and I used to live at the same house. And then you guys had
You mean
like your buddy.
parents?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parents. Back when you guys would have like your hangouts at our place.
I vaguely remember, probably
Vaguely.
because it doesn't.
Because you only watched half of it.
Yeah, and I
So
didn't care.
See,
about
half
Why?
a movie.
Like, why don't you like it, dude? Why don't you give it a
So-
try?
why
I
don't you
do-
like it, and then also Blake try to persuade him. Or
Yeah.
try to persuade
Okay.
anyone try to persuade anyone that's
Yeah.
not.
Let me
Okay.
say the only reason I watched the one I watched in theaters was because my cousins liked it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we're going to see the new one." They were like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Free movie, why not?" But I didn't really have. I didn't know what was going on, which is
Yeah.
part of it because it's like if you're not invested in it, you're like,
Yeah.
To
"Why
be
am I
fair, you
here?"
started at number 7, so
I know.
Yeah.
It was a free movie though, but yeah. So I mean, I just don't have much interest.
Okay.
that's a weak argument. Go ahead.
It's not for everyone,
to
I
anyone that
guess.
says that it's boring,
Oh.
that it's, I don't know.
I've heard people say it's a what's the term? Passage. It's a
Like a rite of
help me
passage?
out. Rite of passage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Like some people just it's the biggest thing in their family, and it's like they've watched them
Oh,
all.
yeah.
You know, and then some people never did, and they're like, yeah, I understand.
And then it becomes a thing where like, oh, I've never seen any of the Star Wars movies, and then someone's like, you haven't, and then it's just like that for their reaction,
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like with Harry Potter or like Marvel
Harry
movie-
Potter
Lord
or
nowadays
Lord of the
Marvel
Rings,
Rings, yeah.
The Hobbit.
Marvel movies.
Yeah, there's some people that are like, yeah, I've never seen them. It's like, okay, people like that exists, guys.
That's true.
It's very rare.
It
That
is
is one
pretty
of
rare.
the biggest IPs.
Yes.
So
IP, of course, standing for.
I
Individual
don't remember.
project.
Yes.
Actually,
Thank
I don't
you.
even know if that's what
No,
it means.
I can't remember what IP means. I just know that that's a term for like Star Wars and
IPA.
Marvel, and that's definitely
IP
not
address?
it.
Oh, IP
It's
address.
oh shoot.
Internet,
something property.
Oh, Internet Protocol.
Protocol.
No, that's
Protocol.
that,
Protocol.
that's for
And that's
Wi-Fi.
not the same thing.
That's
In particular, International Paper.
No, he's
Uh,
right. Short for Internet Protocol.
No, you said
That's-
prodigal. You
I
said
said
prodigal.
You said
Internet Prodigal Son. Yeah,
Oh.
IPS.
Jesus.
That's like pretty similar to IPA.
Intellectual property.
Intellectual
which is
property. Thank
Internet
you. Yes.
Prodigal. Internet Prodigal Ant.
Association.
There's like
IP.
two.
Pretty close to IPA and IP Son. IP. Internet Prodigal Son.
Whoa.
Internet Prodigal Ant.
Did you drink too much already?
IPA. That's what an IPA is.
Anyway,
Basically, your ant.
Pat.
Oh my
It's,
god.
IP stands for intellectual property.
Yeah.
What defines an IP?
Well, IP is basically like the entirety of the Star Wars franchise. Marvel, it's
Okay.
Marvel characters are like IPs, and you can separate that by individual characters and the entire grouping of them.
Nintendo has a bunch of IPs like
Yeah.
Mario, Zelda.
Yeah,
it's another word for a franchise, basically.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha,
franchise
okay.
or
I follow.
some like character that you own copyright on.
True. So, again, if somebody was to tell you it's boring, which I get, if somebody says, "Oh, I don't like movies because they're boring," I mean, I don't personally find them boring.
Here's the thing. I think you need to watch a whole movie before you can decide that.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
watched one. It
You
was
watched a
whatever
one,
the
but you didn't know what was going on. So watch something from the beginning, and if you knew something, maybe you can know what's going on more.
Okay.
I think also a lot of people are like, there's a weird, I don't know if you'd call it like stigma, but they're like, why did they start with 4? Why didn't they start with 1?
Yeah.
People have a big problem.
Explain
with
that to me.
So it's
And to the
it's
listeners.
really weird because how George Lucas wrote it is he wrote 4, 5, and 6 first, and those were supposed to be like 1, 2, and 3 then. and then that was just gonna be it, just those first 3 movies, and
Just
then
a trilogy.
yeah, and then he came back with it for the prequel movies, which is 1, 2, and 3, and
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
but they were okay. I get it. So like timeline, those happened before 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
but they were just released later. Okay.
yeah,
Makes
Right.
sense.
Which I mean, when you watch 4, 5, and 6, obviously they look like they were made way before 1, 2, and 3.
yeah.
Couldn't
Yeah.
tell.
You could, if you watch those,
Really?
if you watch those lightsaber battles, like the first one, number 4,
Oh,
it's like the
geez.
lightsaber is super like skinny.
Yeah, they're
but then-
super skinny. They barely move.
That's why it's sometimes better to go 4, 5, 6, and then back to 1, 2, 3, because then the lightsaber battles are better as you go along.
Mhm.
instead
The
of,
order
like,
Yes.
I like to go is 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then the 7, 8, and then 6, and then 7, 8, 9.
Why,
I see some people do that too. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What's the
So
reasoning?
you do 4, 5, 'cause it's like the original ones. This is what started it all.
Mhm.
And then you get that like I am your father reveal in episode 5, and then you go back and see the origin of Darth Vader.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
If you hey, hold on, let's be real here. If you don't know, I mean, if you haven't watched it by now, that's kind of your fault.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Put that on
I'm just
me.
saying, like, if somebody gets mad, like, oh, also there is a whole new generation of people that are coming up who have never didn't grow up with Star Wars, so
Yeah.
they're not going to
Yeah,
know that
true.
whole reveal.
That's true, yeah.
But anyway, continue.
But yeah, so it's like that. You get that reveal, and then you go see the origin of Darth Vader, which is what 1, 2, and 3 basically are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the 6th one, which is his whole redemption arc. Then, and then 7, 8, and 9
Is
can
yeah,
they're just there.
for the
That's true.
newest trilogy.
Which oof, oh boy.
But like, it's funny because like, and we can get into this when we rank the movies. Like
Mhm.
7 has like, I guess like before it came out, obviously the Star Wars, you're like, oh my gosh, this has so much potential. This can be great.
Mhm.
This is gonna bring a whole new
World.
fan base, like new generation of fans
Yeah.
to Star Wars, and it kind of did. I mean, it kind of has, and even with like TikTok, like all of a sudden you see a bunch of what's the word, like fans to 1, 2, and 3, and they think it's the greatest movies ever. Like number 3 is the greatest,
Yeah,
one of the greatest.
There's
movies
been a big revitalization of the prequel trilogies
Right.
and how good they actually are,
when
which
It's
is
like I
very
saw like a
debatable.
TikTok. It was like when they first came out. I was like, wow, this sucks.
yeah,
And it was like 10 years later. It's like, you know, these are pretty good. These are pretty good.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
later, it's like, dude, these are like so
the
good.
greatest movies ever. It doesn't. It makes no sense to me. Now, when I watched I mean, I'm pretty sure the first movie I saw was number 1, The Phantom Menace, and I didn't understand from watching 1, 2, and 3. I did not understand any of the talking that was going on. I only remembered the fight scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went back and like rewatched them from time and time again. And when I recently rewatched all of them to like prepare for this episode, I was like, oh, I finally get what all the talking is about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm old enough and stuff. But when you're younger, you're like, I don't know. I just was like, I don't care about this talking.
Yeah.
So that's why like people would say the prequels were boring because there's a lot of talking, a lot of
Yeah.
politics.
Yeah,
within
it's
the
very
universe.
politics based.
Well,
especially
weird.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 are very heavy on it, and then 3's way more action and
Mhm.
adventure kind of stuff.
So,
I was gonna say, do you fit Rogue One into your?
oh yeah,
If you were to
Rogue
watch
One
it-
and
right.
the Solo.
I forget
movies.
about those. So I don't like Solo.
Really. Okay.
I did not like that one.
I actually did like Solo.
I really did too. What
I
about
thought
Rogue
there was
One?
some Rogue One. I didn't like it first, but
Mhm.
I've kind of grown an appreciation for it because
Okay.
it's pretty cool for what it is,
Right.
and it's just really weird like where it fits
That's true.
because it's right before episode 4 because it leads
Mhm.
directly into
directly,
it.
almost directly.
Yeah,
hmm
and then that last fight scene or that the hallway
fight
scene with
with Darth
Vader is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like
So-
that is awesome.
Do we want to rank our movies then right now, or come out with our
Sure.
list of rankings? Okay. So who wants to go first?
You know what? Let's play go first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Oh,
he's
shoot,
the guest
okay.
of honor. I feel like you just your list ready.
No, yeah, my list is definitely
Are
ready.
you
just
still
wanna make
finishing
sure.
it?
Because
Oh, shoot,
Pat
I'm
sometimes
actually
doesn't
writing
bother
mine
me.
now.
He's like, shoot, I actually haven't
I
seen
work
this
a few
movie.
jobs, Jordan.
I don't want to hear it. Take some time.
You're gonna hear it.
Okay.
You had time
So
last night when you got home.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. Okay. All right, Blake, give us your list.
so Should I go least to best then, or worst to best, or?
Yeah, so like
10
so
to
there's
1.
there's 11, so yeah.
11 to 1.
Well, unless
I actually only put the main 9.
Oh, okay,
So I
that's
I
fine.
forgot about Rogue One and Solo
you're-
when
you're
I
right,
wrote
you can
this.
always
Good.
fit to where you would put those in there.
Let's
Yeah.
reschedule. This is
Yeah.
awkward.
We should just do this another
Guys,
time.
All right, turn the
Guys,
cameras
thanks
off.
for listening. It's a little teaser.
No, I could probably fit them in though where I think
Okay,
they would go.
okay.
So, yeah, but for the last one, regardless of those other 2 movies, I have The Last Jedi, Episode 8.
Mhm.
That one is absolute
Hot garbage.
garbage. There's no. I find
There's
nothing.
nothing?
The only
There's
thing that I
nothing. Okay.
like about that movie is the special effects and some of the fight scenes.
There's
They
there's
look cool.
I was just
the
thinking-
That's the only
cinematography. Jordan and I, whenever we watch a movie, we always joke like, "Oh my gosh, the cinematography!" When we
Oh,
were watching
yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon, when we were watching any movie,
Ooh, How to Train
we-
Your Dragons.
that
Yeah.
cinematography
Sorry.
obviously amazing. But when we were watching Star Wars, there are really good, and in the newest sequel, 7, 8, and 9, there
Mhm.
are a lot of really good shots.
Yeah.
The best shot, and Jordan brought this up when we were watching the 8th movie, is when I don't remember the character's name. The one that
What?
lights. The
Oh,
light speed
Admiral
into-
Haldo.
Yes, she did the light speed into and destroyed all the.
Yeah,
that
that
was that
was a
looked
really good
beautiful.
shot.
Yeah.
And
That
it was all
crazy
all
good.
silent.
Yeah.
That was
that
one-
was a good. That was,
that
a, good
was a
shot. That
yes,
was a nice
really
shot.
good
Mhm.
shot.
No, for sure. Yeah.
It actually bumps it up to a 1 out of 10 for me. So.
yeah.
Really? Wow.
I-
That's
I-
crazy.
I mean, okay, there's a lot of
Definitely
stuff.
does not for me.
I was just gonna say Logan was like, yeah, it's weird. I saw Mary Poppins in that movie.
yes, okay.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh
that's the
my
one thing I did
gosh.
not like about
That was
that
so
movie.
bad.
I watched in the theaters. I was like, she just floats through space for whatever.
Yeah.
Princess Leia floats through space for whatever reason. I mean, I get she has the Force, but
They could have done it in such a better way.
Or they could've
Any
just
other way
they
would have
could
been so
literally
much
just
better.
not done that
Yeah.
and either let her die because of that, or don't have her involved in that whole like explosion to
Honestly,
like fake
she
us from
should've
her
just-
dying.
She just should have died at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Like
was the right.
Princess
time.
Leia in the sequel trilogy is terrible.
Yes.
I do not like her. At
Oh,
all
I
in
think
the in the
all
sequel.
I think it's fair to say almost all of the nostalgia characters like Luke, Chewbacca, well, except Chewbacca, Han Solo. Han Solo's all right too. Luke, Leia, Lando. I'll include him too. They're there for nostalgia reasons. So
Yes.
it's I don't know like I feel like they were almost not out of character, but well, especially Luke.
Luke
kind
was,
of was.
Luke was out of
Luke was
character.
way out of character.
Yes,
Luke was
Luke
def-
what-
Leia's just like there basically.
Yes.
But Luke
especially
is
in the
definitely-
9th movie.
Yes.
But that's because the
Well,
actress passed away.
Yeah.
Her character
Which
passed away. So
which I
Spoiler
I thought
alert,
going
gosh.
in real life,
it's in real life. It's
Spoiler alert! Gosh.
Okay, if you don't know that by now.
Honestly, though, because of that, they should have just had her character die then too, though.
Yeah, very true.
Like,
Right.
I feel like that would have paid more respect to her too
Yeah.
then too.
right?
But
But okay, so you have
whatever.
Last Jedi as last.
Yeah, Last Jedi, and then I'll probably put Solo here then,
Really? Okay.
because I don't.
Freaking
What
sure.
didn't you like about Solo?
So I don't know. It felt very out of character for Han Solo in that movie,
Mhm.
which I can kind of see like.
It's
Oh,
not
maybe
the-
maybe it was a little bit, but
Right.
it just felt very off from how
the actual character.
his
usually
actual
acts.
character was and how it was in like the original trilogy, which
I
is
can get
where he
that.
like best known is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he spilled everywhere. Okay, and then like, did you feel like it was a part of the Star Wars universe? Like,
It connected very well.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the Darth Maul
reference.
or cameo or whatever it was. I thought that was super cool.
I
And
actually didn't even get. I mean, because I didn't watch the TV show,
the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars.
Clone
Wars.
And Jordan, did you watch the Clone Wars?
I've seen like a few episodes, and it was like this later in one of the seasons. I think like Michael was watching some
Right.
of them.
Such a good show.
So
though.
Darth Maul just, for whatever reason, survives the
Yeah.
fall, just like
Mhm.
Emperor Palpatine, for whatever reason,
Dude,
survives.
spoilers, man.
If you're listening to Star Wars, if you're listening to the Star Wars podcast and you're not, and you haven't
And you
watched it,
don't
then
know.
why are you listening? I mean, thank
Sorry,
you for
we're already
listening.
too far. They've
Yeah.
already heard.
Look,
it.
spoilers. I mean, we already spoiled it when brought up Darth Vader, father, that stuff.
I don't
Yeah, that is
understand.
that is
Yeah,
true.
okay. So, but Emperor Palpatine, and I guess no one dies when they fall to their death, except maybe Han Solo. So
Yeah, true.
Well, he was also stabbed.
He
That
also
is true.
He also isn't a Force user. Which
No,
both
but
of
hold
the
on.
other
Darth
two
Maul
people
got split in
were.
half.
Yes, he
That's
was.
fine.
Yeah.
I can survive.
As long
that.
as they aren't stabbed in the Star Wars universe, you're good.
Which is part of the Force. Like, I get the Force can do so much stuff, but like
Yeah.
healing people's wounds.
So that's actually like
thing.
an expanded universe thing that was like Disney deemed not canon after they took over Lucasfilms and stuff. So that's actually a thing that is a power that
That is
they
a power?
have.
Okay.
It is only a light side person that can use.
Oh,
that
okay.
then.
So not the Sith.
No.
Well, obviously the Sith aren't gonna.
Sith are, I mean, like if you're like talking about their powers, it's very much more like aggressive compared to defensive with the Jedi.
Okay. Okay. Continue with your list though.
Yeah, right.
So Solo.
So then the next one I have is the Phantom Menace,
Okay.
which that one I only have problems with because there's no. It's a very undefined movie plot wise. Like it's very cool and it has all these cool different facets of it, but there's not really a main antagonist to the film or really a true protagonist to it. It's very much like, oh, all these people are like getting together and stuff, and we're setting up the rest of the trilogy.
Right.
And then
And they're kind of like celebrate at the end. And you're
yeah,
like,
and they celebrate at the end. Like you guys didn't really do much. You just kind of you killed a bad guy, yeah, but
I gotta change my list real quick.
you're like, okay. No, it's almost fair to say that like the first one, the Phantom Menace, is like, well, you could say it the other way around. The Force Awakens had the same job that Phantom Menace and maybe in A New Hope, because it's the first movie in a trilogy, and especially for Phantom Menace when it's building the world or the prequel world, and it's introducing Anakin. It's
that movie was destined to be very most likely bad and a very hard movie to make, just because you're building off of something that's already existed and you're going beforehand. So you have to build up all the rest of the world and how everything interacts with each other. And I mean, it does do a good job, like
in some areas.
in some areas. And basically, like that and Force Awakens are very like beat for beat, like almost recreations of A New Hope, just in different facets. Like you can very much match up a lot of the different areas of each movie with A New Hope. Then. So,
It does have one of the best lightsaber fights, which is between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan.
for
Kenobi.
sure.
So
That is a great lightsaber fight.
definitely one of my favorites. So anyway, Phantom Menace, and then
The next one I have is Rise of Skywalker,
that's
which
the
that
ninth
was
one.
the
Okay,
ninth one.
yeah.
Yeah. Which I did really enjoy
It was,
watching
yeah.
it. It's not a bad movie. It
I-
does
I
have
actually
some
enjoyed it, yeah.
has some weird stuff in it, but it's not bad.
It's just funny because you watch it and like they're all of a sudden Rey's just pulling all these powers out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know the Force could do so
Yeah.
much. But then you're like, oh, it's the Force. It can.
Which
Dude.
that's a terrible explanation, like
Right.
in movie to
Yes.
do. Like, all right,
just the
that's
way
fine
it
if
is.
they do have the powers,
I can
but
pass my lightsaber to you.
that one does not make any sense
But I
to
love
me.
when Ben
Yes,
does it.
yes,
It's
when-
just like
And you know
No,
they're not
yeah.
even
Goes
anywhere
off.
near. The whole the one that I can like wrap my head around is like them talking to each other.
Yeah, no, that I think that makes complete sense
That makes
too.
like that kind of makes sense. And then also they're like, and then they fight each other even though they're not actually they're on different.
Yeah.
they're on the same planet, but one Rey's on the
they're
ship.
in different parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
thought that was really cool. Like it, I don't know how much it makes sense necessarily.
No,
But you
it's all very realistic.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
yeah,
yeah.
no, for sure.
As someone who has the Force, yeah.
No, it all makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It's the Force. It can do
I'm
what it
glad you can
wants.
say that. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
No, there's
that will be
again.
Pat's one line.
I'll be quiet for 10 more minutes.
Okay. All right. Continue though.
Okay, yeah. And then I have Attack of the Clones for the next one.
A lot of people don't like that movie.
I don't like that one.
You don't? Okay.
No.
So I have that one higher up just because now having watched some of it and then like some of this like resurgence of it of the prequels, like I enjoy the politics aspect of it because I understand like what's happening
what's actually
with it
happening.
now. And like the whole thing is just a big allegory for like the downfall of a republic,
Right.
which I'm super into politics now, being
Of
a
those-
lot older,
Right.
and like that. Yeah, okay.
Wait,
I'm
we're
not-
talking
I'm
about
not
Star.
gonna
We're
say
talking about
anything
Star Wars
about it, but-
politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it to yourself.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying I enjoy
Yes,
like
yes.
watching that.
You,
But like,
it's a lot of character building.
yeah, it's a lot of character building and world building in it, so it makes it a lot more enjoyable looking at it from in that way now.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when I'm a kid and watching, it's like there's only one lightsaber battle at the end of the movie. What's the point?
I'm still like that, so.
Hey, some people were like, have you watched Moon Knight yet?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, spoilers for Moon Knight, but people are like the total amount of Moon Knight action is like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that in the whole show.
Oh,
But
really?
I'd say it does a
He's
good amount.
not really in the suit very
He's not very.
much.
It's a lot more
If
of
you, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's.
There's
Steven
also only
and-
6 episodes.
yes,
So
Yeah.
but it's like that same like argument or like
Yeah, it's more like dialogue and story rather than just straight action,
Mhm.
which is probably what, especially in both universes, like Marvel and Star Wars, you're more used to just the action aspect,
Right.
Because that's the cooler part.
no one wants to see people sitting around.
Dialogue.
Yeah, sitting
no,
around
no,
just
especially in the Star Wars like
dumping monologue, on
Yes,
you,
yes.
Yeah.
or dialogue.
no one wants to see people sitting around and the Jedi Council will determine
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're the Jedi or not.
Sets
Where we
it all
can't-
up.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. And especially probably watching because you insert the Clone Wars into like that whole between the second and third movie.
Oh yeah, and that gives you a whole new appreciation for like episode 2 and 3 then,
Mhm.
because both of them lead, like they kind of lead from episode 2 and then right into episode 3.
And it's also like a good like universe expanding because you see more of the
Mhm.
Star Wars universe. You see more characters that aren't in the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, plus you get a lot more character development in between that, because that's one of the bigger problems with the prequels in general, really,
mhm,
because they don't have like any character development.
right. So okay, but so yeah, it's Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, and then I'll probably have Rogue One.
Okay. So that's
Uh,
like what on this list?
that
Like
would be
5 or
6
6.
then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's all right. It's not like my favorite one of them, but it's good.
that's a fair list. So
does a
far.
good job.
I'm actually not like I think
good,
with
thank you.
because there's not like 28 movies for Marvel. It's easier to maybe rank or to
Oh,
come to
for
an agreement
sure.
with these movies.
Oh
So,
yeah, I heard your guys' Marvel one. Like I could not imagine ranking all of the movies.
Oh, we're gonna do
We
it.
will.
We will.
That's crazy.
And there will
Pat's
be
got a long way to
Episode
go.
100.
yes.
There you go.
Pat hasn't even. Have you watched any Marvel movies?
Yeah, I
Just
have.
watch.
Which ones?
All 3 Iron Mans, and then the
Oh, you've seen the Iron Man. Okay.
and then the first
Those are good movies.
Avengers.
Crap! Why was I gonna invite you over? I was gonna watch Iron Man. I didn't-
Well, it's good to just rewatch them though. I mean, like,
Mm.
when was the
Also,
last when did
Iron
you
Man.
watch the first Iron Man? Like a while
Oh
ago.
gosh, I don't know.
Let's see.
10
well,
years
It's
ago.
one of the best. So
Anyway,
That's all I need to see.
anyway, back to Star Wars.
back to Star Wars.
yeah. Come on, guys. Stay
No
on
more-
focus.
no
They're
Marvel
both
talk.
Disney guys. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Talking about this. Yeah. So the next one I would have is
I have to.
Gosh,
It's
you
not. I have to finish it. I can't waste this drink.
All right, hit it real quick then.
No, continue.
the next one would probably be The Force Awakens,
Okay.
which that one I have higher up on the list just because that was one that like came out like in my lifetime more so, because like
Right.
the prequel trilogy I was
You were very
born when
little.
the first one
Mhm.
when Phantom Menace came out,
Right.
and then the other two I was too little to like really watch.
Mm-hmm.
So then this one was the first one was like, all right, I'm here for it. I can go see it in theaters. This is awesome.
Yeah.
What did you walk out of The Force Awakens and be like, "Oh my gosh, this was the best movie ever"?
I walked
That was
I walked
mine.
out of it 4 times thinking it was the best movie I've ever seen.
I
That's
literally,
funny. That's the same way I walked out of it when I first saw
I,
it.
I walked out of it with the exact same, and I typed on Facebook. I have a Facebook post that says, "The Force Awakens is the best movie
Oh
ever."
my god!
I remember my dad watching it on TV. He's like, it's just the same thing as number 4.
Like, my dad, it's the best one ever.
Yeah.
Oh my!
And
wow,
I think that was just because it came out like when
Yes.
I could go and see it. So that's the only reason why I thought that. At
Well,
the
and also
time.
there was such big hype around Star Wars.
Oh, it
It was
was
like, oh my gosh, a new
huge.
Star Wars movie is coming
Yeah.
out after how many years, and it's gonna bring new characters and new like there was so much potential, for the universe. And
Mhm.
I think it was also I watched all 6 of the other movies in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And the 7th
Nice.
one. So I mean, there's just a big jump from like how far we've come with filming.
yes,
Oh yeah.
I mean, CGI
true.
and all that just looks so much better now.
very
So
true.
I'm like, wow.
Especially
Yeah.
when you watch the
Amazing.
Phantom Menace and you're like, that grass looks like the grass from like the Wii Moo Moo Meadows
Oh
Mario Kart course.
yeah.
So it just
No,
looks
the Moo Moo Meadows course looks better.
yeah, the
That's
grass.
true, yeah.
It's oh my gosh, the grass did not look good at all. I remember rewatching the first one. I was like, gosh, CGI is horrible.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not even one to point it out during the movies. So if
Yeah.
I notice it, then
For today though, it was probably pretty good.
oh yeah, probably.
Oh for sure. Yeah.
So Okay, so Force Awakens, and then what's?
Yep. And then I have Revenge of the Sith.
And this is your top 3?
This
Four.
is still 4.
Okay, it's 4. Okay, Revenge of
Have
the
you
Sith.
even been listening?
Well, I'm trying to remember. It's not like he's going 1.
And you're
I knew it
inserting
was
the other
number
2.
4.
He already did.
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith. Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith I have there, and that one's
made quite a bit of.
that
like
one's
you
made
said.
quite a big like jump in popularity. So.
Yes. Especially with like the music and the
It's got a
lightsaber
great
battle.
track. It's
Oh, yeah.
really good looking film.
It's actually not
Few
even that bad. There's
CGI
like
parts, but
it's actually a pretty good like. There's a lot of action, a lot of There's a few cheesy lines, especially when you go back and watch the prequels.
there's a lot
A
of
lot
that.
of cheesy lines. So,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and then that gets me to my top 3 though.
Okay.
So then it's A New Hope
okay.
at the bottom of the top 3, which is good, but not my favorite one.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you do you, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
everyone's got crappy opinions, but
Oh, really, Jordan? Dang.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have Return of the Jedi as number 2,
Okay.
and then Empire Strikes Back as number 1.
It's gonna be pretty funny when we go through our list. But yeah, no, that's
my list is kind of funny.
okay. Well,
I don't know.
That's
if I want to hear
honestly-
your list, Jordan.
that is about what I would say. That was a pretty good list. I mean, honestly, you can make arguments for moving some of those around, but like
Oh,
top
yeah.
3, I think top 3 is probably most
Most likely going to be the original trilogy for
Yes,
most people.
for most people. So, okay, Jordan, or what- do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
You
go
want me to hit
next?
this? All right, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Why am I texting Pat?
I don't know. I've been seeing it
I-
pop up on your
I don't want you
laptop,
to
but
see it, okay, Blake?
Oh,
So
okay.
can you just keep your eyes away from?
I'm not looking, Jordan.
Don't look at my list. Yeah, don't look
All
at
right,
it.
let me go through my honorable mentions.
Yeah. Oh, you have an arm.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi. And those are my honorable mentions. Now let me get into the real list.
Last Jedi gets an honorable mention.
We're just gonna throw them to the bottom because I don't really care for them.
Oh, wait, hold
Okay.
on. Say
That was just the new trilogy.
Right.
I just
right.
like,
So
you
the
know what?
sequels,
So
It
yeah.
none
gets
of
its own
those-
category.
So none of those would
That's
make
fair.
your actual like.
No, I don't. I
Nothing?
just feel like
you
they're
just like
so
certain moments.
separate from everything else. I don't really like them very much.
That's fair.
Like I said, I liked Force Awakens when it first came out,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, yeah, it's literally just number 4 again
Right.
Mhm.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, number 8, I have Star Wars: Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
I know you like politics. I think I'm the other way around, or like
That's
kind of
fair.
that. But I understand what you're saying. How it kind of sets up, probably kind of a little bit of the lore and stuff like that, maybe and like the world. But not my favorite thing.
We have not even mentioned like Padme and Anakin.
Oh, that was freaking Anakin's a freaking weirdo in this one.
Yeah.
He is like
He's got some
he's very
cringy
weird.
moments.
It's also kind of weird because like
Yeah.
Padme's like the whole time is like ew, like whoa, I'm not about this, but then like oh, like wants it to
Yeah.
happen, but then like, ew, say what? Not ew, but like I
Yeah.
can't do this.
Anakin, stop leading me on.
Yeah, and then finally, and then they get married at the end. But
Yeah.
Number 7, I put the Phantom Menace.
okay,
I'm just gonna go through these pretty quickly. By the way, I feel
Oh,
like
okay,
you
fine.
fleshed most of that out pretty
Sure.
well.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry.
there's some, I mean there's yeah.
Number 6, I put Solo, which I actually did like.
So we could talk about why you liked it because we watched it. You had never watched it when we watched it.
Yeah, why'd you
together.
like it?
I mean, he's so deep into Star Wars, so I can understand why you probably said what Han Solo was out of character, maybe a little bit. I probably don't see it as much, but I thought it was a pretty good film. I also Millie Clark's in it, so
That is very true.
Oh my god.
It's also
Wow.
kind of weird to see like I mean not weird, but like we haven't even seen her character pop up since the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think it would be cool to have Darth Maul in another film
I would love that.
because
That'd be
obviously
so
they
cool.
kind of showed him at the end there, but I think it'd be cool to have him in another
right,
one.
yeah, and that was the only like thing I didn't understand was like Darth Maul. I didn't even know Darth Maul was alive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they kind of dang.
no, it's gone
Really
up
soon.
soon.
there.
But they do a lot of that where they have stuff in their shows, kind of like
Right.
what Marvel's doing
Well, yes,
now.
yeah.
But it's like they have all this like hidden stuff in a sense, like in the shows. Like if you can't know it if you don't watch it.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's how
Because
that's
that
how,
part's in Clone Wars then.
and that's how it
he's
goes
alive.
for the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, especially with Book of Boba Fett because
Mm.
there's a couple stuff that happens in that show where you're like, oh, if you saw the Clone Wars, you would know like those characters. You would know
Like
like,
Cad
how-
Bane.
And
Yes.
yeah, and part of that is because like the guy who wrote and directed Clone Wars is part of their creative team
Right.
now. So
Okay,
he's
gotcha.
referencing a lot of his own work then. It's like,
Yeah, I
oh, look
expect
at this
the-
cool
That's
callback.
smart.
I expect the same thing to happen in the Kenobi show. So.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm. So-
I'm really excited for that.
Super excited.
Which, by the way, before you continue, we timed this perfectly. I mean, we planned to drop this episode the week of the Kenobi show, but this is actually Star Wars Celebration Week.
Oh, yeah, right.
Which I didn't know until earlier today. So
Which we originally wanted to drop it. Was it May 5th? Because May the 4th.
right,
Nice,
that's
yeah.
originally when we planned it.
And
But
then we're
then
like, sometime in May.
we'll get more time.
We just
time
kept
to-
pushing it back.
Well,
Yeah. Pushing it out is, I think.
it was
the
more
correct
like
term.
we were giving more time for Pat to watch the movies, which he never.
And then I
did.
got another job, so I was like, sorry.
Don't have time.
And he pulled another excuse out. So
Mm.
Gotta make the dough, baby.
Yeah.
I feel
He's
you,
got 3
man.
jobs, dude.
I feel you.
Gotta support a family.
What?
My
Okay,
family.
I'm
Meaning
gonna
me.
comment back on that.
Anyway, continue, Jordan.
Number 5, I have the Return of the Jedi.
Mm.
Wow.
I know.
kinda surprised it's-
I'm different, guys. I'm
Yeah,
different.
I can tell.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I put this list together in 8 minutes.
It's
I would
fine.
say my only regret was not rewatching them because, like you did, I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
I watched a couple of them. But I was like, yeah, I probably should have rewatched some of these.
yeah, definitely. I'm glad I rewatched some of these.
Not like it's been like a super long time, but
Mm.
Long enough.
It's just good for a good refresher.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Marvel, we've seen a million times.
Oh, but I'd rewatch those all day.
Yeah. So with Star Wars, we're not as into. Like I like the universe and I like the characters, but not like. Let's go pop on the Return of the Jedi for my comfort movie. Whereas like, oh, Captain America: Winter Soldier for the 6th time. Heck yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Iron Man for the 50th time.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do it. Love that movie.
No, I can quote it.
Which reminds me, when I do the Marvel list, I'm probably gonna watch the movies as I rank them. this
Right.
next
That
time.
definitely the smart.
That's a good
smartest
idea,
way.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
That's a good idea. Sorry, I was late. Go ahead.
Pat, you good?
Yeah.
I know you haven't talked much in this episode. So just trying to
Brain's a little
include yourself.
behind. What, Star Wars?
Did you mean Star Trek?
No, but it is a good idea. Go ahead.
Should we? We should bring Star Trek up now. You just made a weird sound.
I do actually really like Star Trek too.
I like I haven't never seen any of the older ones.
I
Like the
like
old TV shows.
I like a lot of. I had to watch the older ones for a class in high school. Actually,
Okay.
it was like a mythology, sci-fi kind of class, and we watched Star Trek for like an entire semester.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, because I watched the new ones with Chris Pine in them.
those aren't bad.
I liked those movies.
Star Trek fan. Those aren't bad, Jordan. I love them.
They're-
I know Blake seems like a smart guy, but like he's really hating on every movie I like.
well, Jordan, it's your opinions. They're bad.
Sounds like it's your problem.
It is
Not
my
his.
problem. I gotta.
Fix
You know.
yourself.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Let me just move on my list. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just get it over
Star
with.
Wars 4,
Wrong Star Wars.
Rogue
Star
One.
Okay.
Fair.
Had to make sure. I wasn't trying to make weird noise, give a weird look. Just had to make sure.
There you go. There's my noise.
Number
Wow.
3, Star Wars. I don't know why I said Star Wars in that one only. Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
2, I have Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Nice.
And then number 1, I have A New Hope.
Okay.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, what else
So
was
can you
left?
say? Because we didn't
That's
talk.
not what I meant by that part of it.
We didn't talk
Okay.
about the first trilogy, the best trilogy. But
Mm.
is there a reason New Hope is your number 1 just because it's the first?
Probably because the first. I think it's the first one I ever saw too.
Mm, that's
Um,
totally fair.
I think I've seen that one the most as well.
Nostalgia.
Probably.
Of all the Star Wars movies?
Yeah, I think I've seen that. We
That
watched that
probably
one
is
the
the
most.
one I've seen the most too, to be honest. No, I think I've seen Attack of the Clones the most.
Oh, really?
That's
To be honest,
tough.
just because it's the big, there's the big
Ooh.
clone, there's the big clone.
Oh, the
fight at
big
end.
battle
so when
at
I,
the end,
The reason
yeah.
I watched it so much is because when you're a kid, you're like, dude, this is like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Because it's just a big fight scene. So you see all the Jedi's.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, all the Jedi light their lightsabers
Yeah,
up, and
you're
then
like,
the
"Oh my
clones
gosh."
come
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is really cool.
And then you see Jango Fett gets head cut off. And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Whoa.
It's kind
That's
of his fault,
crazy.
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly.
To be honest.
So, okay. Good list. Like it,
Don't
respectable.
lie to me.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
all
It's the
right,
worst list.
Jordan.
Blake hates
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but it's not how it should be.
Right. Yeah. It's not how it
it.
should
Yeah, well, get a better life, bro. So
be. Okay, I'll go on with my list. So,
He's getting married and you're not, so.
Suck it.
Moving on. Gianluca.
he's like, you're getting married and you're still not. Okay, John, go. Okay. Last, I have The Last Jedi. which I believe is what you said.
Yeah.
And I think actually most of our list might be around
Yeah,
the same.
that's
So
the worst one.
definitely the worst. Although there
So
are
bad.
moments in the movie that aren't bad. The what really like is just the worst about that movie is like what's his name? Finn and Rose going to the casino.
That's such a
It's
terrible.
such a horrible. It's so
plot line.
boring. It's so boring. Like I don't care
Yeah.
Yeah,
at all for this.
Bad.
I was gonna say that kid at the end
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Force. There's that random kid
That-
there,
And he's looking, and it focuses on him looking at the galaxy.
Yeah, and he just
So
grabs
what-
the broom
Yeah.
without.
That part is like it's like meant to be like, oh, anyone can be like a Jedi
Jedi,
or whatever. But like that's the whole point of the original trilogy, because it's Luke, this like nobody from Tatooine, who then ends up like becoming this like great Jedi.
Right.
Then,
Mhm.
and that's the whole point of Star Wars, that anybody could be. It just
But-
focuses
but
so
then-
heavily now on the Skywalkers.
Well, can't you make the argument? I know, but he's part of the Skywalker like family, so obviously he's not a nobody.
Well, yeah, but like that was the
Right.
the initial part for like 4, 5, and 6. Then.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's anybody. It's this
Right.
nobody kid who comes up and
Mhm.
becomes a great Jedi, and then you have all this other stuff beforehand that you
focuses
find
on-
out, and then the after stuff.
But can
'Cause, like-
anyone be a Jedi? Don't you need,
Technically-
isn't there like a midichlorian count?
A midichlorian count that you have
count,
to
that's
hit.
pretty important.
Yeah, but that can be high or low in anybody then.
Right.
Sorry, Pat. I know you don't know what that is.
I
I'm
didn't. I
following.
honestly didn't know what that. I honestly did not know what that was until I rewatched the first movie, and Qui-Gon goes, and I also thought it was Qui-Gon for the longest time.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
gosh.
Until I realized it was
My
Qui-Gon.
name's Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon. Anyway, a Qui-Gon when he's like because they're testing Anakin's midichlorian count,
Yeah.
and they bring up that word, and I was like, oh, that must be like some sort of Jedi blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's supposed to be like some microorganism that's in everybody's blood and in the
And
Star
the
Wars
Star Wars
universe.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure The Last Jedi is the movie I saw when it came out.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. That's
It
why.
didn't
That's
affect
why you're not
me.
interested.
That's why he doesn't like it. 'Cause
That's
he
why
saw
I
it,
don't
he was
like. You saw the
"Jeez."
worst one.
the very worst one. Okay.
I'm sorry, Pat.
I don't know if it would have made much of a difference.
Poison.
Hey,
your
We'll put it
mind.
on that. We'll say
Yeah.
that's it. We'll say that's it.
Okay. Next, I have the Phantom Menace. The only thing that I take away from that movie is the lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul,
Yeah,
and the pod racing. The pod racing was pretty cool to watch.
pod racing is kind of cool. Yeah,
So, next, I have the Force Awakens. I think mainly because this is a nostalgia movie that doesn't hit. Like the nostalgia just doesn't hit for me. So
It's the first time.
and
it's that first time.
oh,
you
the very
watch
first, yeah,
it,
the very first time
and
you
then
watch it,
never
gosh, it's the
again.
best thing ever.
And that's when you just gotta stop watching. Watch it once, boom, done.
Exactly. No, I came out of the movie thinking it was the best movie ever, and I was very wrong. So
Yeah,
next, I have the Attack of the Clones. Again, kind of touched base on this. The big clone war at the end.
I think someone's here.
I think everything
Coming
between
from above.
I think everything between Padme and Anakin is just awkward to watch,
Mhm.
cringy, cheesy, name it. I will say the soundtrack for the. I know a lot of people like the wedding song at the end when it
Oh,
plays
yeah.
between Padme and Anakin. A lot of people love that.
That is a
song.
pretty good
It is a
song.
good song. So, if anything you're gonna take away from any of the Star Wars movies, the soundtrack's amazing.
Oh yeah,
So-
every single one.
Every single one.
So good.
Next is Rise of Skywalker, which I just actually watched for the first time today,
Nice.
and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Like, there's some stuff that I was like didn't really care for, but overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Even like the battle scenes, or not the battle scenes, but like the whole like force, like, oh, that's also a force power, or like Emperor Palpatine, like all of a sudden using all the electricity ever in the whole
Oh,
world
yeah.
to take down all those ships. I was
That
like,
was-
also there's one point where like Poe Dameron's ship gets like electrocuted, so he's flying down, and then you just don't see his what's it called, TIE fighter.
Oh,
ship.
his X-wing.
His X. You don't see it. Yeah, you don't see his X-wing. You don't see his X-wing until Rey comes back to like awake, and then like all of a sudden all the ships are flying normal again. So like you just don't see
Yeah.
it. Like I was like, oh, I guess he survived. Something
just
like that.
alive
Like he's just
now.
alive.
Poe freaking Dameron, dude.
I know Poe Dameron, amazing character.
I
by
do
the way.
love Poe.
That's what I'll take away
Poe's
from.
kind of cool.
I will
yeah.
take away from the one takeaway from the new trilogy is Poe Dameron. It has nothing to do with Oscar Isaac. I actually liked
It
it.
actually is everything with Oscar Isaac for me.
Well, no, I mean like as nothing.
Same.
Like I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take the Poe. I'm saying I'm not relating it to him being Moon Knight. That's what I'm saying. Like I've liked him
Oh,
before I watched
yeah.
Moon Knight.
Well, I wasn't.
I was taking
I
it from
just
him
love
being
Oscar Isaac.
Apocalypse.
No,
in
I-
Days
Oh,
of Future
God.
Past.
Oh
You
yeah,
mean the Power Rangers villain from the X-Men movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want to bring up. The Poe Dameron's friend. I don't remember
His
she has the-
friend.
she has the
Oh,
wheel.
that bounty hunter.
Yeah,
in the
she
ninth
looks like
movie.
a Power Ranger. She looks like
She
a Power
does look
Ranger.
like a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
And then also like they like nod to each other at the end where he's like, you're gonna take off your mask, and then she's like, no, but like they don't say any words.
No.
But that's what I took away from it. So
Yeah.
okay, so then next I have Solo, a Star Wars story. I actually
Okay.
really do like the Solo movie. A lot of great action, a lot of banter going back and forth. I do really like Donald Glover as Lando, and whoever they cast as Han Solo. I don't know the actor name, but
Yeah, I don't
I actually
know.
thought he did a pretty good job. The only my only complaint is that they keep recasting Marvel characters and Star Wars characters and putting them in the same. Not that they keep using Marvel characters or Star Wars characters and putting them in their movies.
Oh, yeah.
That's my only complaint. I mean, I like what's his name?
Well, it's easier to do
Vision.
when it's just they're all from Disney.
Right, exactly.
Just cast
Yeah.
them in these
Well,
multiple
it's funny
movies.
because the villain of Falcon and Winter Soldier, the redheaded girl that looks like Isabel.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
in
She's
Solo,
in
but she's
Solo,
No,
yeah.
that
also
is
in
Isabel.
Isabel. She's also in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So, and then Emilia Clarke's gonna be in the new Secret War, not Secret Wars, the
Secret
Whoa,
Invasion.
confirmed.
Secret Invasion.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Secret Invasion.
Same with Vision is obviously the villain of the Solo movie, but he's Vision in Avengers.
Yeah.
So that's my it's not really, it's not, I guess, not a complaint, but just kind of funny. Also, same with with Resistance and Rogue One. The main guy? He's also Black Panther. But I can't
He's in
remember
Black
his name.
Panther?
Yeah. Oh, I don't even remember his name.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know who I'm talking about, do you?
If I saw a picture, I'd
And
probably...
Rogue
I know
One.
who
He's
you-
in
I know
the.
who
He's
you're
also in the
talking
Jedi
about.
Fallen Order video
Yeah.
game too.
Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera.
That's his
Oh.
character name.
Rara.
It's I don't know who
Forrest
the actor.
Whitaker. Forrest
Whitaker. Yeah.
He's also in Black Panther.
He's
Yeah,
in Black
he
Panther.
is.
Not
I
very
forgot
long,
that he's
but
in Black Panther.
I forgot. Yeah, he's not in, like that long though. He's just a little.
And
He's in,
either,
like,
yeah,
short
and
little
either, but,
parts.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even in Jedi Fallen Order, I don't think. I mean, I haven't
Is he
finished
not
the
in
game. No,
the
he
game?
is. He is in the
Dude,
game, but
I love Forrest Whitaker, man. He's a good actor.
no, he is.
He
yeah.
is good. Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny. But okay, so I have Solo, and then next I have A New Hope.
nice. Okay.
That's all the way down to 5 for me. It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Solid.
just it's really old. So I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be my. And next I have Revenge of the Sith.
Heck yeah.
Again, really good movie. Love seeing General Grievous,
Yeah.
especially for me. Who is he in the Clone War?
He's in the
show?
Clone Wars a ton.
Like 10? Okay, see, so
Yeah.
I never watched it, so I'm like, oh my gosh, new villain. This villain kind of, for me, kind of comes out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't watch
Yeah,
it, then you're
because
like,
Yeah,
you don't know he's
He's only in the third one, right?
yeah, he's
yeah
only
he's
in the third
only
one.
there.
So if you don't watch if you don't watch that show, you see General Grievous and you're like, who the heck is this guy?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but he is really cool. Love him. So
Yeah.
next I have Rogue One, which I love Rogue One. I think it's
Gotcha.
I had it as my when I was making my list, I put it down to 3, but it was my like 1 without thinking of the Marvel movies for a while. But
Gotcha. Yeah.
it's really good. I like all the characters. I like where it fits in the Star Wars universe. I also really like in the 4th movie, they say, instead of saying, they call one of the, I don't know, like they say Rogue 2 to one of the ships, like, are you in your position?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you think of Rogue One now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, that is cool.
yeah, they fit in, and yeah, it's also just like, fit into the story. They get the battle plans, and at the end, you see Darth Vader take out all those
That is super cool.
the
scene.
hallway scene. And then I have Empire Strikes Back as my number 2, and number 1, Return of the Jedi.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
I really like both. You could switch Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi either way, flip flop. But I really like Return of the Jedi because it's kind of like the end of that trilogy, and then it's like a celebration at the end. It's also like Luke turning, or it's nice to see Darth Vader turn at the end, and you see these
True.
actually like
The finish of his.
It's a really good
Mhm.
redemption arc.
right, yeah.
Mhm.
So that is my list. Pat, I saw that. Well,
What you got?
Pat,
You going Spark Notes?
Oh yeah. Let me spark.
I saw that you were already looking at this list, but I looked up earlier today the Rotten Tomatoes
Ooh.
Star Wars movies, so like ranked
Cool.
by Rotten
Okay.
Tomatoes. So, and actually is kind of different from how we have our list now. If this thing would load,
Interesting.
but How's your bet going, by the way, Jordan?
I didn't actually put any bets
Oh, you
tonight.
didn't? Okay.
But Josh apparently put a bet on Reggie Bullock to get 15 points in its halftime, and he has 0.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So
Dang.
here is according to the Rotten Tomato meter of all the Star Wars movies, and they have the Star Wars: The Clone Wars movie, or I don't know if it's a
Oh right, yeah. There was
So
a
it's a
movie
movie?
and
Okay.
a show.
So they have the movie, and they have it at the bottom at 12 with
That's
18.
actually totally fair.
Okay,
That
and
movie's
it's
terrible.
It's an 18%. So next
Wow.
they have at number 11. They have
Silence.
maybe I'll sense it.
Gosh. Oh yeah, maybe.
I'll think about it.
Okay, at number 11, at 51%, they have Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. Dead
Is
last.
that like their rating or like viewer rating though?
This is viewer rating,
the
so
viewer.
Oh, that's
Yes.
viewer rating. Okay.
yeah, so 51%.
Oh,
I'm pretty
interesting.
sure that's the
Okay.
splat. I think. Okay, at number 10, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker
Wow.
with a 52%.
Okay.
So surprising. And then this is when these are what certified fresh. I think is when it gets not to the splat. Anything but a splat is
That's their rating, I think, right?
Right.
Yes.
So 65%. So number 9, 65%. Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Number 8, Solo: A Star Wars Story at 69%.
Does it show the audience score too?
No, this is.
If you click on
if I
them,
click
they
on it,
do.
I guess I could.
I feel like the audience score is actually more
These-
important
I think-
than the other score.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes, because I looked at this list and they have The Last Jedi at like number 2.
There's
I don't
no
know how
way
there's-
that's at number 2.
Well, okay, so here
What
I'll
the
read you the
heck?
rest of this list. But
Go for it.
all right, number 7, they have Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith at 79%. So this is where it's certified fresh. So I think
Okay.
that's like as far as the rating, like percentage, 79% for number 3. I feel like that's fair.
That's pretty fair. I would agree with that one.
Number 6, Star Wars Episode 6: Return of the Jedi, 83%.
Okay.
Number 5, Rogue One, in 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 4, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, 91%.
The Last Jedi with 91%.
Yes, that
Wow.
Somebody hacked their system or something?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
way too high.
that's
Had
way
to
too.
have. Had to have.
That
There's
is
no way.
there's no way, and it doesn't tell you like reason or anything like that. And then here's the top 3. It's Star Wars Episode 4: New Hope at 93%. Number 2, Star Wars: The Force Awakens at 93%.
Jeez.
And then number 1, Star Wars Episode 5, which I think is most people's number 1,
Yeah.
The Empire Strikes Back at 94%. So
All right.
that's the tomato meter. I'm gonna click Last Jedi and see what that actual like audience.
I'm
score
pretty
is.
sure the audience score is like under 20.
Really.
I think
That
it's
would
that
not
low.
surprise me.
It might.
Okay, it's not that low, but
not.
at
What is it?
42%.
Oh,
so
that's still too high.
it's still too.
Somebody hacked them.
So it's funny because it's audience. The tomato meter has a 91%, but then the audience score is 42%.
I always-
42% could be good though. I mean, you got to realize like with Rotten Tomatoes, the percentages don't actually mean that much. Like it could
Well,
be
yeah.
a certified fresh, but like they could all be giving it 6 out of 10s and 3
Yeah.
out of 5s.
That's true. It is just a
So-
big average of it all. So
Yeah,
that's true.
True.
that's why I think IMDb and
Is better.
other ones are better.
Uh-huh.
Just
Mm.
I don't know what other review sites there are, but
I just don't trust like actual like review people,
that's
People
also
in
like
general.
actual like movie
Yeah.
reviewers.
they're really picky.
They're
They're
so
really picky. So
It also just again, you just have to remember like at the end of the day, it's just somebody. Everybody has a different taste. Everybody has a
For
different.
sure. Yeah.
That's why. I don't know.
But I feel like
It's-
some critics just like go in and just try to find as many things to take out of it that are bad sometimes.
Either that or find
I
so
think
many
just-
things to take out that are good then though
Yeah.
too. Like
Right.
I feel like some people will go into it with like an agenda for the movie.
That, and I
Mhm.
think
Like
that-
I want
yeah.
this movie to do way better, so I'm gonna rate it higher on my site then.
That is very true. Also, I think people just also get like we said, nitpicky, or like they just miss the point of the movie
Yeah.
because they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
focusing on it. So, I'm gonna read you this other site though. This is Insider.com. I couldn't
Oh,
find
okay.
another one. So this is, and I felt like this was a more accurate ranking.
We'll see.
So, number 11, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which that may be like my only like disagreement because I was
Yeah, I
like, that's
don't
Rise of
know about
Skywalker.
that.
Actually, that was. I remember when it came out, there was a big disagreement. Like people actually liked it or really hated it. So
Yeah.
Give or
Yeah,
take.
both of those 8 and 9 had very like polarizing opinions on the
Mhm.
movies.
So, number 10, Solo. I would disagree
Alright.
with that. So, Number 9.
Serious?
Yeah. Number 9. They had the Phantom Menace in there.
That's fair.
8.
What I put mine as.
Attack of the Clones, which I think is
Fair.
kind of where I had mine. 7. They had Revenge of the Sith.
Ah.
Okay. Go to a different website.
And 6. They had Return of the and 6. They had Return of the Jedi, which was my number 1.
That's too low.
That's which
Wow.
which I was surprised.
Dang.
5. They had The Force Awakens.
Well, you know New Hope's number 1.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
4. They have Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which I can see why. I mean, I love Rogue One, so that's right around where I had it. 3. The Last Jedi.
Nuh-uh.
Which again, surprise. It says, okay, so here's what it says. It says, despised by some, applauded by others. Regardless where you fall, you just have to respect this movie.
No, you don't.
Despised by many, applauded by nobody.
It says director Rian Johnson pulls off an almost impossible task by bringing an original spin to the Star Wars saga.
Wait, is it Ryan or Rian?
Oh, is it Rian?
Because it's R-I-A-N.
I think it's Ryan.
I think it is Rian.
He just
Stupid
wanted to be
name
unique.
spell Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to be unique.
parents.
Not his
Which apparently he's
Yeah.
supposedly directing 3 more movies.
Yes.
No,
but they're
I'm pretty sure that was canceled though, wasn't it?
no, they
It's
just
put
got
on hold.
Yes.
Oh,
But
okay.
they aren't a sequel, or they aren't like
Yeah,
No, I
they're,
think they'll
they're
be
supposed to be their own
complete-
separate thing.
I think they were going to do something like before all the movies. So, like,
Way
before
There's
number
some
1.
super cool things.
I was
going
gonna
to
say there's a lot of cool things like the Old Republic and stuff like that. They can
Old
do stuff
Republic.
with. So,
And I would love to see anything Old Republic.
and it's not like
So
that
cool.
director's bad. I mean, he's directed a lot of good movies, even like Knives Out.
That's true.
That- he's doing-
I
that's what
actually
he's
haven't
doing.
seen Knives Out.
Oh.
What the heck?
Get Out.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Watch it. He's directing the second one, which is why he
Yeah.
can't do the
Right.
Star Wars movies right now. So
I mean,
Oh,
he's a
okay.
good director. I don't know. I'm sure he didn't have full creative control over what
Right,
he was
that's very
doing.
true.
So
I feel like that was mostly kind of led by Kathleen Kennedy.
Yes.
I think she's the person who's like over LucasArts right now.
sounds like a horrible name. So
I saw some. Yeah. I saw something on TikTok that she said something, but people agreed with. But I'll have to. That's beside the point. I don't remember what she said, but anyway, I'll continue with
thanks
this
for
list.
bringing
Though.
it up.
Yeah, I had to. Well, I was like surprised that you were like said that you didn't like her, but then I saw something that people did like of what she said. So I'm wondering. I'm like, don't know.
I don't trust the people who like them. So.
Anyway, okay. Number 2. Number 2, they have A New Hope, which you guys said would be number
Oh,
1.
okay, Empire
Oh,
Strikes
dang.
Back.
Number 1 is Empire Strikes
That
Back.
was
Yeah.
the only other. That was either
Again,
one of those.
that's
two
what I think.
for that list.
Yeah.
What most people will say is their number ones, or at least a
Yeah.
lot of people. So, Blake, we haven't really talked about this, and I know a Star Wars fan base, a lot of fan bases have their toxic fans, but I think
Yeah.
Star Wars is definitely known for their toxicity.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Do we have like? Is there anything you can like speak to that as to like why?
You good, Jordan?
Sorry,
I brought it up, and he's like,
He's antsy.
Nancy.
got my boy over here. You know?
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he put you down before. You're just
got
trying
my
to get.
got my cousin over here.
I could, yeah.
Why, thank you. Wow. I don't know. That's something weird that's with like every fan base,
Right.
and like it's hard to really determine any cause behind that. People just get very passionate about
Star
what they
Wars.
about Star Wars, about what they enjoy. Like some people get to the point where it's like an obsession more so than like something you just like.
Right.
So then the people who have an obsession with it are the people who then go out and be way more toxic than they need to be.
Right. Especially for like, and Jordan showed me a TikTok today, which is very true. It's like if you miss one detail, it's with anything, but if you miss one detail, or you get one detail wrong about Star Wars or Marvel or something like that wrong, they're like, oh my gosh, you're not a real fan. Or like, if you haven't watched, I haven't watched the Clone Wars, so people are like, oh my gosh, your opinion does not matter.
Well,
Yeah.
Some people like are so deep into the lore of like certain things, so then it's something's like off or something's changed or new, or it, like they get so upset about those
Oh
things.
yeah.
Like same thing in the Marvel universe. Like all these people read comics like it's not even the same. It's not the character is so weak compared to the comics. It's like well,
Right.
you can't just make them like
And that part I think is a
overpowered
lot because
person.
people go into a movie with certain. Well,
Gosh, shake the table.
He kicked my foot.
I don't know what he's talking about.
oh my.
Okay.
But they go into a movie with certain expectations, and they've basically written the movie themselves in their
Right.
head, and they're like, all right, if this doesn't match up exactly how I want it, it's wrong.
Facts, preach. No, that's exactly what happened with Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, for
So
sure.
many people brought up their like cameo expectations,
Yeah.
or even same with like
sure.
WandaVision or any of the shows. Like I think people TikTok and to me is ruining some of these franchises, like the Marvel stuff. Like I see way too much Marvel stuff where I'm like, I almost have to get off this app because I'd rather just have my own opinion on.
You know what the worst part is though? All these Wanda stans who thinks Wanda can solo all these Marvel heroes.
Facts, dude.
Let me make one thing clear to you guys. Ghost Rider would destroy her. Okay? Thor with Odin Force would destroy her. Sorry, I'm nerding out. Go ahead.
No,
That's all
you're
you had to
good.
say. And so
Idiots.
I don't know. I think there's also the whole Star Wars, like the only thing Star Wars fans hate more is themselves or something like that. Like Star Wars fans hate
Yeah. I think
each other more than like the movies.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I think you could probably say that about a lot of them.
lot of
It's
stuff,
just
yeah.
Star Wars is much more prominent. But like, it's like if you hate each other in the fan base because
Yeah.
none of you have the same opinions, or you do, and it's then like teams against
Right.
each other.
So okay.
I feel you.
Oh,
Do
okay,
you-
good.
So I ranked my characters. Did you happen to rank your characters?
I don't have a list of it, but I do
I
like
did not
know
rank
it.
who
Okay.
my favorite ones would be.
Okay.
But I have like favorite characters in my head.
Yes. Okay.
I promise it's not Jar Jar Binks.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll go first. I'll just go first.
for it.
Because I'll rank mine. So.
This is any
So yes,
show,
I
any movie,
I
anything.
also included the shows.
Oh, cool. I would too. So
So
Good, 'cause the Mandalorian better be on your list.
yes,
By
I actually
far,
I
for
actually
sure.
looked up his actual like name because I wasn't sure.
Din Djarin.
Din?
Yeah, Din. Is it Din Djarin?
Yeah, you don't pronounce the D in the last
Okay.
name.
Jar.
All right. So number 10, I have just R2D2,
Fair.
which just a nostalgia. Like he's just fun to see, even in the sequel movies. It's just like he's on screen. You're like, yes, R2D2.
Yeah.
So, although I can't say the same for his counterpart, C3PO.
No.
Cannot say I'm
He
ever
gets
happy.
too annoying sometimes.
Yes, he gets too annoying, and even the characters think he's annoying. So it's like
Well, yeah,
double
that's fair.
negative there. So next I have Jyn Erso from Rogue One. I actually really like her
Ooh, okay.
character. I thought she was what?
Like, why do you like her? Like,
I thought she was a good character.
Why do you like her?
It has nothing to do with her looks. I thought she was a good character. Okay,
we'll talk about it after.
more compelling. No, I thought she was a good character.
I feel like you knew I
That's-
was gonna look at you.
Yeah, I knew you were. Yeah. So also, I do like the way that she's like a rebellion, super rebellious, and then she like fights for the cause because she finds her dad, and
Yeah.
then has a change of heart and stuff like that. And I also, and I didn't put him on this list, but if I was to put an honorable mention, I don't actually remember his name, but he's the character that she is like with the whole movie. I don't know. They're making a whole show about him and called Andor.
Oh.
I'm blanking on his name right now. but-
Yeah. No. The like male lead of that
Yeah,
movie.
the male lead of that
Whatever
movie.
his name is.
It starts with an A, doesn't it?
It's something. It starts with an A.
Andros.
Drew.
Andos. Okay, Pat, be quiet.
You can look it up while I'm going through my
No,
list.
let's keep trying to guess.
All right. Anyway, number
Andes?
no.
Yeah.
All right,
Andy's.
Next,
Chocolates.
next I have
Mountains.
yes. Okay, next I have.
I'm here. I'm paying attention.
Good for
Anything
you.
else you want to say, Pat?
No,
Okay,
keep
okay,
going.
thank
Keep
you.
going.
All right, number 8, Poe Dameron. Again, awesome character.
Fair enough.
He's the only other character I could think of that I could pull from the sequel movies. Oh, also,
Yeah.
I'll say honorable mention would be Rey. I mean, she's not the worst.
Okay. That's fine.
Wow.
I don't think she's the
But like, why do you like her? Is the looks? Good?
No. She's not the worst.
Oh my god.
If we want to talk about least favorite characters, though, throwing Finn on there and I'm throwing Rose on there.
Oh yeah.
But Finn could have been so good.
Yeah, he could have been so
He could
good,
have been,
but they just made him yell.
They
Rey.
destroyed.
They just made him yell Ray like every 15 minutes.
No, you know who sucked? Freaking Captain Phasma.
Yeah, that
I
Oh
had
my
such high
God.
expectations going into The Force Awakens,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is gonna. I know this is gonna be my favorite character."
Oh yeah.
No, she's horrible.
She
She's
was-
the worst.
I think she was like planned to be like a second like Boba Fett kind
Right.
of character.
She was
And
worthless.
she was terrible.
Yeah,
She was
I remember a lot of
absolutely
people
garbage.
dogging on her
Yeah.
after the 8th movie came
Yeah.
out or something because she turned out to be nothing.
TV show's called Andor, by the way.
Yes, that's what I said.
No, you didn't.
I said Andor. I said Andor.
Never- Did he say that?
No.
I said they're making a show called Andor.
Roll
I'll
it
be,
back.
I'll be playing
Roll
it
it
back
back.
when I go through the audio.
Okay.
Can you time mark
Yep.
that for me?
109, baby.
Thanks. I'll write that down.
Well, That's
No,
where
go
we're
on.
at now.
Yeah,
108.
Okay. I did not say when I go.
107 and a half.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so 7, I have Chewbacca. Great character. He's kind of been there. Was he one of the Wookiees that was with Yoda?
Yeah,
That
yeah. It was Chewbacca and then
Whatever.
one of the like leaders of
Right.
Kashyyyk or something.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was actually Chewbacca or if that just happened to be another Wookiee.
No, yeah, it
'Cause
was
they,
him.
do they? I don't know if they ever say his name. in
No,
the-
he does.
They do say it. In
Yeah, I think it's like as Yoda's leaving, he's like, "Thank you, Chewbacca,"
Oh, gotcha.
or something similar to
Right.
that.
Okay, it doesn't surprise me he's there because he's like 250.
Yeah, they
years
like
old.
live like 500 years.
I was
So
gonna say pounds.
Oh yeah, he lives
like
250 pounds.
200 pounds.
So. Next, I have Darth Vader.
of course,
I actually want to see more. I think this could change after the Kenobi show because I personally would like to see more Darth Vader because you
Yeah.
see him 7, 8, 9, but it's, or not 7, 8, 4, 5, and 6.
do.
But it's not like you see him a bunch in 4,
Yeah.
5, and 6, and then you only really see him at the end of number 3,
yeah.
and then you do see him in Rogue One, but just for that hallway scene. And
He's also in the Rebels TV show
Gotcha,
too, a little
okay.
bit.
So that might help.
Yeah,
You should
in
watch
this
that.
case. Yeah. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, okay.
it's
Anyway,
all right.
So I feel like that would probably help his case a little bit. But
Isn't there a scene? Is that the one with the scene with Ahsoka fighting him?
Yeah,
He like cuts part of his face off.
Yep.
okay.
And then she realizes it's Anakin.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah, because she doesn't know
No.
that
Mhm.
until like that scene. Yeah,
And that's the other thing I wouldn't put. I don't have Ahsoka on my list just because I don't have that connection with that character.
that's fine. She's
So.
not that great. I don't
Okay, because a
think.
lot of people love her, and that's
It's-
what I mean. She's also
like
getting
that's
her own.
fine.
She's also getting her own show and stuff like that. So, what?
Yeah, what's wrong, dude?
I'm not a big fan of Ahsoka. She's fine and she's cool, but she's not
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
wow, you're great.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Pat was touching my foot while you were saying that.
Dude, I'm way over here. I don't even know what
you
you're.
were looking at me. So.
I'm short.
anyway, all right. Okay, so number 5, I have Din Djarin
Nice.
or Din Djarin.
Din Djarin.
Yeah,
Say it
Din
right.
Din
Djarin.
Djarin.
Din
Gosh.
Djarin.
We just
Anyway,
We
corrected you on
literally
this.
just went over
We
this.
just said.
I forgot. Anyway, great show. Love the Mandalorian.
Super good show.
Also, love Pedro Pascal. Pascal.
He's-
Super good, yeah.
So, and
You
there's
guys are the loudest people ever.
anyway. So, I'm excited for Mandalorian season 3. So,
Yeah.
should be
Be super good, hopefully.
I'm gonna be interested to see where they take that show
Yeah.
because
Especially since Book of Boba Fett was honestly like Book of Boba Fett, once it got towards the later half, it felt like it was just Mandalorian season 3.
That's exactly what it was.
oh yeah, dang.
There's like those first few episodes where it's like, all right, this is about Boba Fett and like some of his backstory.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, we're
Here's
back to the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian's
He,
back in
literally,
it.
he pops in and then the
He
season just changes
steals
back
the
to
shit.
him.
Oh
That's
yeah.
awesome. Well, I mean, everyone loves the Mandalorian, so it's not like you can.
Which I'm glad he was in it because I was like, I don't want to wait a whole other year for the season 3 to come out. At least
Yeah.
we
That's
got
true.
some of like
Well, it's
the
also
last
like,
half of the season is
yeah.
just him.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like cool because you see Luke Skywalker for a little bit and Grogu, and you kind of like catch up with you because
Yeah.
it would be like you would see that in season 3 regardless, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But then now it's kind of like, oh, this is where you're wondering where Book of Boba Fett, you're wondering where Mandalorian takes place in between. So
Yeah.
All right. So next, I actually forgot about this character when I was making this list.
Oh.
And then I saw like a list of like characters ranked. I was like, oh my gosh, how could I forget him? But Yoda. I don't know how I can just forget about Yoda.
Yoda's pretty good.
I love Yoda. Every time I see him, even in the one time he shows up in the Last Jedi to talk to Luke Skywalker, and he's like his old
Yeah.
self. That he was funny in that. He was
I thought that was really good in
Yeah.
episode 8. I thought that was really cool seeing him.
seeing
And it was done well
Yes.
enough to where it's not like it doesn't just jar you when
Right.
you're watching
And
it.
it was also the other thing I forgot to say about the Rise of Skywalker.
He's alright. I'm kicking him the next year, but like
The Rise of Skywalker, when Rey is like hearing all the voices of the Jedi, I thought that was one of the coolest moments of
that
that
was
movie.
really cool too.
Also, it was interesting. I had subtitles on, and you see like Ahsoka's name.
Yeah, it
was
shows
brought
you the
up.
names.
And there's
Yeah.
there's 2 other Jedi's I didn't recognize that I assume were part
One of them was I think Kanan Jarrus is in
Yes.
that, and he's from Rebels too.
Okay.
And then maybe Ezra Miller, which he's another Jedi from Rebels too, but I
Oh,
can't remember if
the
his
Flash.
that was
No.
That's
Shoot, Ezra
Ezra
Miller.
Miller.
Oh no, yeah, Ezra Bridger.
Okay, I
They're-
was like, Ezra
sorry,
Miller,
they're
Flash?
similar,
I'm like,
but
that
I was
guy?
thinking
He was
Flash.
a Jedi.
that guy sucks. Ezra Miller is horrible.
Didn't he like just get arrested
Yeah,
for
he did.
something
He's
too?
been arrested multiple times now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
There was another Jedi that I just didn't recognize. But then like it was cool to see Anakin talk. It was cool to see Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think both versions of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
talk.
I think they like split some of Alec Baldwin and then Ewan McGregor into what he said.
It wasn't Alec Baldwin.
No, oh my gosh,
Is it Ian McGinnis?
Ian McGinnis. Or
We don't
yes.
talk about Alec Baldwin.
I
like
can't
how
believe,
you brought
you're
Alec
right.
Baldwin.
I can't believe I said Alec Baldwin,
that's so
Ezra
different.
Miller. Oh
Those are
gosh,
completely
I'm so sorry.
Farmer Blanks, dude. But what was I gonna say? But no, I thought that was a good.
We're being shut down now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Sorry guys, my bad.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. We should have known when Alec Baldwin was brought up that this was about to take a turn.
Thank God we didn't get to the 50th episode. Merch isn't done, guys.
But yeah, that was really cool to hear. I was actually hoping that at the end of the movie that you would see all the Ghosts of the Jedi that like died, like Mace
That
Windu.
would be
that would
kind
have
of
been
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
I was kind of for some reason I had that like expectation that was gonna happen, and then it didn't happen. I was like, that should have happened.
That would have been really cool.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so Yoda, number 3. I have Han Solo.
Okay.
Love Han Solo. She's a great character. Even in I guess the new trilogy, he's all right.
I thought he was one of the best parts of the new trilogy.
Yes, definitely.
I think him in 7 and then even dying, like
And he comes back in number.
Terribly sad when you like see it, but it's like that's cool.
Unfortunately, I had that spoiled for me. So.
Oh really?
Before I saw the movie. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Somebody posted it on Facebook, and this was before my like that's how I started. Like, okay, I'm gonna stay away from Facebook. I'm gonna stay away from stuff before seeing movies. So.
Gotcha.
But okay, number 2, Luke Skywalker. I feel like top 2 are gonna be most similar for most people, but actually maybe not, because I don't think number 1 I have Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice. Okay.
So
that's a good answer.
I
love Obi-Wan Kenobi because the midichlorian count, he has like not high for a Jedi. Like
he's
he
just
has
really
to,
smart.
He's just really smart.
Yeah, he's just a super smart guy.
And he works really hard. So
yeah.
like, and the fact that he's like one of the best Jedi ever.
Oh yeah.
That's like
super
awesome.
solid.
Like easy to root for him.
True.
So,
yeah. No, for sure.
So yeah, that's my list. So, okay. So Blake, we'll have you go first.
So, before I go into my list, am I okay to pick characters outside of like the movies? Because a lot of my favorite characters aren't in like the movies. Well, some of them aren't even in the shows. It's a lot of my favorite characters are from the Old Republic's games.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Why
are you looking at?
You
no,
good,
I was
Jordan?
just doing stuff. Don't worry.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
I
to
am.
the
I'm
podcast.
listening.
I'm trying to talk to you right now,
Guys,
Jordan.
I'm multitasking.
No.
Bet.
I'm
You're
listening
tasking.
and I'm doing the merch at the
You're
same
doing
time.
one task.
Single task with
Single
us right
task
now.
right now on the podcast.
Do you want the merch done or not?
You've had months to do the merch, okay?
Episode
Not
50
true.
can come out in
I
a
have
month.
3 jobs.
List them.
What?
List them right now.
Okay, I'm the cleaner at the apartment.
Doesn't count. Not a job.
That
Are you getting paid?
You're saying
Volunteer.
cleaning's not a job?
It's volunteer. No.
It's not volunteer. I'm getting paid
Voluntold.
By who?
by myself.
Yeah. Exactly.
That doesn't
Every
count.
time I do it, I go spend some money.
That sounds like a dangerous move, Jordan.
Well, it's working out.
All
I
right.
spent so much money. Pay attention. Okay, so you said most of your characters from the Old Republic.
Yeah, Old Republic,
Like
like
the-
extended universe characters.
All right, let's keep it to movies and shows.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
And books.
And books.
Okay.
That introduces so many more characters too,
Gosh.
Jordan. There's so
We'll
many.
keep it
books.
to books and or no books, shows and movies.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Shows and movies.
So
that what you
probably
what?
Isn't that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
probably number 10, I would say then, is Count Dooku.
Okay.
I actually really like his character. Pretty solid guy. And I really like his like arc a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's more like an evil arc.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool like hearing that he's like this former Jedi that's turned for whatever reason and is now a Sith. And plus in the movies, like each villain is supposed to, for the prequel trilogies, is supposed to mirror some aspect of Darth Vader then.
Right.
So then like Darth Maul is like the anger and all of the like negative kind of thoughts and stuff. Grievous is obviously like he's more machine now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what Dooku is. I think it's probably just like fallen Jedi then,
Right.
because that's like his whole thing.
Was he in the second one?
Yeah, he's in the second one. He's like the main villain of the second
Of
one.
Attack of the Clones? Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then he dies at the beginning of the third one.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, wait, because you don't even see, because he's not in the first one at all. The Phantom Menace.
I think he has like a small part at the end at the funeral scene, but you like
Oh,
blink and
that's
you
right.
miss him.
That is right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, I remember watching the second one, and you kind of just see Count Dooku all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's just kind of like there.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, here's the
Yeah.
secret villain.
Yeah.
But not really secret.
Yeah.
Because you see him, so. But, okay, so Count Dooku.
Yeah, so Count Dooku. And then the next one I forgot about Grand Moff Tarkin actually. So he's one of the admiral kind of people from episode 4.
Yes, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and then he was also in Rogue One for a little bit, which
Because they
with
redid
that
the CGI.
with that terrible CGI face.
Okay. You thought it was terrible?
I did not like that. I thought that was really bad. Which like it looks good for like what they're doing. Like that's incredible that they can even like close to mimic that, but it was so
Wait, so
bad.
why is he like on your? How does he like make your list? Is there like?
So he's also a little bit in the Clone Wars show, and he has a little arc there with Anakin.
Okay.
And I think he's just like a really cool like
Villain.
really like villainous character with these. He's really cool, calm, and collected for most of the movie. Yeah, I think he's super cool. And then next one, so I'll say this, but it's only because of like the Clone Wars show.
Okay.
So Anakin Skywalker, like movie wise, he's only kind of good in episode 3.
That's true.
But in
And
the
number one, he's also like a kid. So it's
number
like,
one, he's an annoying little kid.
Yeah.
Like
That's very true. He is. I mean.
oh gosh, yeah. He's just way too annoying for me in the first one.
Although he is pretty good at the pod racing, like the pod racing.
That whole thing
scene
is super cool.
I'd say that's the best part of the first movie. So
for sure. But yeah, in the Clone Wars, he's super cool, and they delve into a lot of the lore with him and being like the chosen one and stuff.
Right.
Because you hear about all this in the movies, but it's never like really explained.
Yeah.
But they do explain a lot more in the show.
Okay.
So he that would be, was that 8?
8, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like looking through some of the characters then, and
Thought you were ready for this.
I'm not as ready as I thought I would be.
Right. It's hard because there's so many characters.
Yeah, and especially like kind of trying to limit myself with just
True.
movies. Like I know so many other characters that I could pick.
Is there like a definitive 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3?
I could definitely do 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So I'll do 3 first. 3. You good?
Go ahead.
Dude, you just make like all these movements and
tweaking
sounds.
out.
This is
that's-
Jordan. This is Jordan. Just
I'm just
attack.
keeping
Yeah.
like myself exercised, throughout the podcast.
There's no
He's
way you're
ti-
exercising.
He's
It.
getting
I
bored
got
and
ankle
tired.
weights on right
You're
now.
getting bored. Are you bored right now, Jordan?
No, I'm not bored.
Prove it.
What?
Look
Yeah.
at me. Look at me intently while I'm saying my next 3 characters.
You got it, babe.
Okay.
Say it to the microphone next time, though.
You got it, babe.
Okay,
Cool.
okay.
Thanks. All right. So number 3 would have to be Luke Skywalker.
Okay. Now, when you made a face when I said Luke Skywalker would be most people 1, 2s. Was that?
Just because he's super cool in the original trilogy. Well, he's super cool in 5 and 6. Thank you. 4, he's kind of annoying, kind of like
Wimpy-ish.
he's like this whiny little kid, kind of almost very similar to like Anakin Skywalker in Episode 1, which is like it's fine. It's like it's an arc that you can use, and that's fine. It's just too much for me.
Okay.
And then 5 and 6, he's really coming into his own and cool. And then 7 and 8 ruin him. Well, 8 really. 7,
it's
he's
really
like in
late.
2 seconds.
yeah. 7 just ruined
Which
him for me.
he was in there for 2 seconds and still got paid like $5 million.
Right.
Like that's insane.
Amazing. Hey, when you're Luke Skywalker, you can get it's like Robert Downey Jr. probably.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Even though Robert Downey Jr. is actually in the movies for way longer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
And then 2 would probably be
It's like,
The pressure.
what was that?
Did you shut up?
I thought it sounded like a shutter. For the
Hi,
camera.
Jordan.
Pat, would you hurry up, man?
I would probably say for number 2, R2D2. I would have him a
Wow.
lot higher. I
That
really
that
like
high?
him. Yeah, I would. He's a really cool droid, and he does a lot in the Clone Wars too,
Does he?
which is
Okay.
where a lot of my opinions about characters is gonna come from,
right.
because it's such a long show and there's so much
Wait,
that happens
yes,
in it. And then number 1 would probably be Darth Vader though,
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
which like he just super cool. I would kind of agree with you. Like, I wish there was more of him though, and hopefully the Kenobi show really like brings that.
Right, and I'm sure we'll definitely see it with us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's that relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan. So
Yeah.
now when Luke
I'm done now.
Skywalker,
Thank you for looking at me.
when Luke
You're
Skywalker
welcome.
died in the 8th movie, Jordan was surprised. He was like, "That was such." Would you say that was like such a lame way for him to die, or that makes no sense?
Who?
Why he died, Luke Skywalker? Like he dies in the 8th movie after.
Yeah, that was lame.
You thought it was lame. Did you have the same?
I mean, I
thought?
knew they wanted to get rid of the character for sure, probably because they don't want to have all the nostalgia, like you said, from all these characters, which is why they kill him off in these new movies. So I know why they wanted to get rid of him. I'm like, oh, kind of lame.
Yeah, I agree with it, and I don't. Just because I agree with it, because like that version of Luke Skywalker, because I completely separated
Yeah,
it from the
that's fair.
original.
That's it.
I'm glad that he died, because that one
He's the
that one
worst.
sucked.
I just think they could have done a better way with all the characters to
Yes.
kill them off.
Yes.
And they didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
very
any
true.
of them.
And that's kind of why I disagree with it too. Like, I wish they'd kept him on to try and salvage it in the next movie, which I don't feel like would have been good.
Yeah.
I think they would have done a bad job
Yes.
regardless with trying to salvage that. But that's why I wouldn't have wanted him to die then.
Okay. And then you already said your number one. Okay, Jordan, your list.
Don't have a list.
Okay, could you pick 3 characters?
I'll just try to think of 3 real quick.
Your top 3? Like, do you have a?
I honestly, Chewie's in there with me. I love Chewie.
Okay.
Obi-Wan's in there. And then I'd probably throw Darth Vader in there.
Nice.
Okay.
And my secret number 1's Jar Jar Binks.
Now,
Only fan theory, Jar Jar Binks, though.
That's true. Only fan theory Jar Jar Binks where he's like a Sith Lord.
he's the.
Yeah.
Okay, but is there like of those 3? Is there like a 1 for you? Is it?
Yeah, what would be top?
Probably Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, he's obviously a likable character, very likable character.
Very,
so,
yeah.
okay, here is Screen Rant's top 10 Star Wars characters ever.
Oh, dang.
So-
Okay.
At number 10, they have Grogu.
No.
I think that's just recency
Just
bias.
give him a few years.
Yeah, give him a few years.
How many? Like 50?
You gotta at least
100?
another 200.
Oh,
At least
okay.
another 200.
Let him grow. Let him grow into his own character, and then.
I am curious where the heck he goes. Like, does he die? Because I mean,
I'm more curious where he like came from.
that's
Like,
that's
I-
fair.
I don't care so much as where he goes, but where he came from right now.
Also, it is kind of true where he goes because you don't see him in 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah,
obviously
that
because
is
he wasn't
true.
made yet. But
I had thought before Book of Boba Fett that he had just died in the Jedi Temple when like
Oh,
Ben
right.
like kills everybody.
But
I thought that was
obviously-
what happened.
Then at the end he leaves with. Din.
He leaves with Mandalorian.
I wonder if they're like looking to that in the next season.
possibly,
Like
Hopefully.
where
Or maybe
he came
he'll-
from.
they'll kill him or something somehow.
Why would you say that?
works for me.
the
I mean, he doesn't show up again.
He's the
And
cutest thing in that series.
Well, so does the Mandalorian doesn't either though.
well, that's true. That's very true.
So they're probably just in a separate part of the universe.
They're like,
then.
oh shoot, the rebels need us. I can't make it over there.
Sorry guys.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so in 10 they have Grogu. 9 they have Chewbacca.
Okay.
And 8 they have R2D2. 7 they have the Mandalorian or Din Djarin.
Mm-hmm.
6 they have Han Solo. 5 they have Ahsoka. Which
Okay.
again, there's that whole Ahsoka like love.
It's just
Yeah.
Blake.
character.
It's just Blake. He doesn't
No.
like him.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
so do you like Ahsoka?
Nah, she's pretty cool.
Okay, I mean,
I will say she is a lot cooler in
In
the
the
show
show than
in
in-
like the not the Clone Wars but the
Oh,
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian?
I thought she was a lot
She's
cooler
just
than in the show.
She's just annoying in the Clone Wars.
She's basically like she's Anakin. Oh geez, Anakin's Padawan in the
Right.
show.
gotcha.
So it's like she's more of a kid, and I guess that could be like a theme for me more or less. Like the
Okay.
younger characters.
oh,
Just,
so I didn't even
too
know. So
annoying.
that's
Confirmed.
She's-
Blake doesn't like kids.
I hate kids.
so she. I didn't even know this. So people are gonna probably dog on me if they listen. But she's the Padawan to Anakin.
Yeah, so she's the Padawan to Anakin
Oh,
in the show.
gotcha. Okay, I did not know that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I guess that's I can get that.
Embarrassing.
I know. Okay, so number 4 they have Luke Skywalker.
What?
3 they have Yoda, which again,
Oh yeah.
Yoda is just he's great in every like thing that I've seen him in. Like every time I
Yeah.
see him, he's just like an awesome character.
Yeah,
Even in
he's
the prequels.
super interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 they have Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Mm.
and number 1 they have Darth Vader, which again that goes
Yeah.
hand in hand, or like you can flip flop or whatever.
Yeah, those two are easily like could be one or two for
Same with
either.
Luke Skywalker. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of likable characters in the Star Wars universe, which
Yeah.
was why it's a popular franchise. But lots
Yeah.
of movies.
I
and
think
stuff
they
like
do
that,
really
so-
good with their side characters too. Like
Right.
everything's just super interesting then.
What are you doing?
Fix my buttons.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do like two more things, and then we'll probably wrap it up. But if you guys had to pick your Star Wars lightsaber color, what would you go with?
What colors? Can we use any color? Or are you just going off certain?
Try to pick ones that are like canon to the universe, not like just any color. Do you need help
Okay,
with
which ones are canon to the universe?
that? Well, ones that have shown up in the movies.
Okay. That's all
Or
you
I
gotta
should.
say.
Okay.
Red.
I mean that's basically what I said.
Red's my favorite.
Red. Okay.
Easy.
You said.
You said.
Well, I'm gonna be a bad guy fictionally, but because in real life I'm the good guy.
You are?
I think
You-
so.
You just picked, but you just in
Yeah,
real
that's
life.
a few things.
But in real life, you just picked the red lightsaber.
But no, it's my fictional character. My fictional life.
This is my RP character, my role play character.
Thank you,
Gotcha,
Blake,
gotcha,
thank
okay.
you.
All right,
I gotta
Blake.
go LARPing. Red one.
Yeah. Okay. Blake, is there a?
I would probably pick the green one because the
Okay.
green one usually
It's classic.
symbolizes like heavy force users then. So they're way more into like the force and dealing with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Freaking
That's
wizard.
pretty good. It's also just like cool. To, like, see, Pat, is there like a lightsaber color that you?
Blue's a cool color.
He's like,
Nice.
so I can remember. Okay, I'll go with one that I don't know if this is unpopular, but I really like the yellow. How that looked.
Yellow looks really cool.
It looks.
The only problem I have with yellow is the meaning behind it because those are just like the temple guardians. Then.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they don't do very much.
Glad I didn't choose that color.
Well, because what is the Jedi Fallen Order? He has like you start off with like an orange or yellow lightsaber, don't you? Or I guess you can get the yellow or orange lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't think you
And-
start with an orange.
Right. I know you can get it.
think
I
you
know. I
probably
know.
start- I
Ray
think it's
has the
blue one.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
I,
know
I
Ray.
think they've like changed some of it for like Ray and stuff
Right.
though.
And actually with Rey's
Which-
lightsaber, she like switched it. Like, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
her lightsaber, like hilt or
Her lightsaber looks super awesome.
So that would I'd probably go with the. But if I wasn't gonna go yellow, or whatever, for whatever reason,
No, dude, kind of too got the nice hill, dude.
he
Little
does
curved one.
the curved.
I do like that one a
The
lot.
curved is pretty.
It's like
sophisticated.
iconic.
Iconic, yeah, because it's different. What does Yoda have? Green.
He is green.
That's right.
That just makes sense.
That just makes sense because he's green.
Yeah.
Also, okay, if we can we go back to characters real quick about like worst characters?
Absolutely.
Poe, not Poe. Rose.
Whoa.
I was
Rose.
thinking of
Rose
Finn.
I was like,
Bottom.
you just like raved
I know.
about Poe.
I was just thinking of.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I was thinking because like Finn and Poe are always together, so I was like, and then
Oh yeah,
my
true.
hate for Finn and Rose. Also, C-3PO. I think he goes on my list.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's. I kind of like C-3PO.
Like
He's
I like
a little
to see
annoying
him.
at
I like to
times.
see him, but then as soon as he starts talking, I'm like, okay, I wish he wasn't talking.
Oh, gotcha.
Like there's like in the 9th movie, there's like that little robot that shows up only in the 9th movie, but like she.
Babu Frick.
Oh, that too.
My favorite
he was hilarious.
character. I forgot. He's my favorite character.
he's hilarious. I
He's
loved him.
awesome.
But no, the little robot that's like the one wheel and then like the cone shaped head.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he
I-
said, but he said actual words.
Yes.
And then also BB-8. I
Love
really do.
BB-8.
I like BB-8 too. I guess we didn't really talk about him.
BB-8's kind of cool.
There's also the
It's just it's a knockoff R2D2. So
But he,
Sure.
but he rolls.
what about the that's true.
great.
The Imperial droid that is in the Rogue One movie. I don't remember his name.
Oh, K2SO.
Yeah, K2SO. I really liked him too.
He was really
he was
cool.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So
I really like the voice actor that did him too, because he's in a lot of stuff.
is he okay?
I can't remember his name, but yeah, he's in a bunch of different movies and stuff.
Now we're talking about likable characters. Okay, back to hateable characters. So
Yeah.
anyone? I mean, gosh, Finn could be so much better.
Finn could have been so cool.
But I'm just you cannot watch the sequel movies without him yelling Ray every 15 minutes.
Yes.
And it's
He's the biggest
biggest
simp
simp ever.
ever.
My gosh.
I gotta go see Ray.
He's like,
I
I gotta
gotta
go
find
after
Ray.
her. I gotta go after her. I gotta find her. She would want me to. It's just-
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's just too much.
It's like, chill. Just a little bit.
I'm with Kylo now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kylo.
Kylo's dead, so. You
Ky-
don't like Kylo Ren at all?
No, I think he's.
Do you like him more as Ben Solo?
No.
No. You mean
I actually
no.
like him worse as Ben Solo.
I guess I wouldn't put him on my worst characters list, but I don't like his character that much.
He could have. I don't know. I had really high hopes for him because he's supposed to be like this Darth Vader character. Like,
Right.
oh, he's supposed to be so cool and stuff.
But then they bring
But
Palpatine.
he's just a whiny emo kid.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's like you're so disappointing.
I love just.
What's the thing that he says that people have turned it into a TikTok sound? Blow that ship out of the sky.
Or, no, or he's like, more.
I like that one.
He's like, more. Or he says it twice. He says it in the 7th movie and he says it in the 9th movie where he's like, I know what I must do, but I know if I have the strength to
Oh
do it.
yeah.
He says in the 7th movie.
Here's the other one. What is it? He's like, you're still holding on. Let go.
Yes.
So good.
Oh
my gosh.
He has some.
I like it right
They're
here.
funny lines.
They're memed. They've been
It's
memed.
memed,
It's like
yeah.
when you watch Avengers Endgame and you just see all the memes.
Oh
You're like-
yeah.
It's been memed now. So same with Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
It's
That's a
been
big
memed.
part of why I even like it.
It's
It's
the
just
memes.
huge
Mhm.
meme now.
Yes. I'm trying to think of other characters. Oh, Jar Jar Binks. You went Jar Jar Binks goes on my list.
Jar Jar Binks' non-conspiracy theory
Non-conspiracy.
is bad.
Yeah, he's.
Sorry, I have to like
Did you get a good amount
make
of
sure I'm
balls
not next
from
to
that?
the mic when I'm doing that.
Okay.
Jordan's diving into the ball pit once in a while
Honestly, I almost choked on
on
one,
his
so-
boba tea.
His boba tea. If you out of context, that sounds
Yes.
weird. So, Jordan, do you have any worst characters? I don't know. Have you said?
I think you covered most of them.
Yeah.
I think Rose is my least favorite now.
Yeah, she was.
After rewatching those.
Gosh. She's so bad.
She say okay. The one thing that would have been saved about Finn was if he died in the 8th movie, and
that
then
would have been such a good arc
Oh
for his
yeah.
character.
And then she just comes in and
she
like,
comes under and saves it. And
I saved you.
Yeah, why'd you do that for? I saved you.
It could have been such a cool moment, and then
Yes.
it was just railroaded by stupid Rose.
Yeah, it's freaking.
Oh
angry.
my Rose.
Ooh, I will say Princess Leia from the sequel trilogy would also be a worst character, but I would separate them from original
Yes.
trilogy.
Mhm. She's actually kind of like she's likable in the, or she's actually a really good character in.
She's a great character in the original trilogy,
Right.
but they
Mhm.
destroy her in the
Yeah.
sequels.
Well, exactly. So.
She died, man. Have some respect.
Okay, let's.
She's a movie character.
No, man, she's real.
All right, let's go through. I have some Star Wars trivia. I'm gonna see
Oh,
who
geez.
can like answer them first.
Here we go.
So.
You got this, Pat.
Yeah, I do.
Pat.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
No.
All right, we'll start off with something maybe like easy-ish.
We got a
Who
buzzer.
built C-3PO?
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn it, that was so close.
Skywalker Anakin.
Nice. Okay,
You
where?
got it.
What is?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't get the
Jeopardy's.
points.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Where
Buzz.
was Yoda's home in his final years?
Dagobah.
Come on, I know what it was, but I just know I wasn't gonna get.
Well, obviously he's gonna.
I like forgot, and I was like, oh. Then he
Yeah.
said
Okay,
it, and I
here's
remembered.
gonna be.
We're too slow.
Then he said it, and I knew it.
Okay, here's a question for Jordan.
I don't want
Specifically
the question.
No, no.
Go for it.
Luke lost which of his hands in a fight with Darth Vader?
How many
His
options are there?
Left hand, right?
How many options?
Left, right, and
It's a
middle.
I have a 50-50 chance. I left.
No, it's right.
I forget.
I would have guessed left
You
too.
would've guessed
Actually,
too?
I
Okay,
couldn't
okay.
remember.
Gosh,
that one's a little
dang
tough.
it.
Okay, wait, hold on. Han Solo was frozen in what?
Carbonite.
Carbonite.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if that one was just for Jordan or
Were you
not
trying to
this
let
time
me have
too.
that one or something?
Yeah, a little bit. You're welcome. So
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find some. What species is Chewbacca?
Wookiee.
Chewbacca. He's a Chewie.
Bear.
Okay, Padme.
Sasquatch.
Gosh, Padme was queen of what?
England.
yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Naboo.
Yes.
Cebu.
You're welcome,
Sabu.
Jordan.
I only knew that from Battlefront, so play that more. Play,
Which
play on
Battlefront?
Naboo.
The new ones or the
No,
old
I like
ones?
the older ones.
Good.
The new ones are actually pretty good now, though.
Are they? I haven't
Yeah.
played the new ones.
The new Star Wars Battlefronts, they're not nearly as good as the old ones, but they're like
Yeah.
a lot better
Okay.
than what they used to be. Also, freaking, there's like a one. It's like a, what are those little animals called? On indoor.
Ewoks?
Yeah, there's like an Ewok mode, so
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
all dark, and there's some people are Ewoks. You're stormtroopers, and you're like,
That's kind of cool. That's dope.
Oh,
But-
also I did like seeing them in the 9th movie too. Like the final kind of like.
Were they in it?
Yeah, they showed.
Oh yeah, they showed a
at the
little
end.
scene of it. That's right.
I thought
Yeah.
that was cool too. So,
That was kind of cool.
what is the name of Anakin's stepbrother? So it would be like Luke's uncle.
Bob.
I know his
I'm gonna
aunt.
tell you the name, and you're gonna be
Aunt
like,
Beru.
Sponge.
what?
It's Aunt.
Bob.
I know her. I know his
Okay,
aunt,
it's
Aunt Beru,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't remember. Say his name.
Owen Lars.
Owen.
Ah, I freaking knew it.
I knew something basic as Owen.
Okay.
Is Owen basic?
Yes.
Name that
For
one. you
Star
know.
Wars.
Okay.
For Star
that's
Wars,
fair.
Owen is basic.
Yeah, Jordan. Super basic.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
I mean, Obi's pretty basic, to be honest.
You're basic. Get out.
You're basic. Yeah, you're basic.
I'm named after Michael Jordan, so just be quiet.
Okay, and then who composed the soundtrack album for Star Wars?
Phil
we
Collins.
just said it. Yeah, Phil Collins.
Dude, if Phil Collins
I
did it,
wouldn't be
though-
though.
mad if Phil Collins did
that
it.
that would. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
We said it beforehand, and now I can't. I think we said it earlier.
He's
on.
also done a lot of other, like, he did Harry Potter.
Yeah. It's not Hans Zimmer. It's
If it was Hans Zimmer Star Wars,
That would be interesting. That could have been
Gosh.
real good.
I mean Hans Zimmer with anything.
It's something Williams, right?
Yeah, John Williams.
John Williams.
That's who it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll be all. That's all. That'll be all the trivia. So,
Perfect.
No,
do we-
give me another one. Give me another one.
I already X'd it out.
All right, think of something.
Think of one.
How many movies are there?
Yeah, how many movies are there?
11.
12.
9.
What color?
12. We're counting the animated Clone Wars.
No, we're not.
What actor
So,
plays?
It's not worth it.
What actor plays Qui-Gon?
Oh,
No.
no, he's in Liam Neeson.
Yes. No, yeah, you got it. You got it.
When it's about actors, I know.
I can't believe I couldn't think of it.
I knew that. For some reason, I knew that you guys were both gonna.
Sorry,
blank
I
on
just
that,
thought of
so.
Taken immediately.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, is there anything else that we haven't really talked about for Star Wars, or?
Pat, you got anything to say?
I think I've said all I needed to
Yeah.
say.
Pat, what will be the next series that you will want to watch?
No.
You can
Let
say
me
it to the people.
rephrase that. What would be the next series of movies you
That you
will
have
not
time
watch?
to watch. That I will not watch.
Yeah, that will.
Okay,
that
what's
will-
that? Name a series that you just also don't want to watch. The same level of Star Wars.
Star Wars is probably alone in that
Wow.
tier.
What about Star Trek?
Dang.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's
Anything
just
with the name Star in it.
Star Trek is just non-existent interest.
It's gotta be so forgotten.
Star Trek
Oh,
is
yeah.
non-existent interest. Star Wars is just like,
No interest.
yeah, I know it's there, but I
Yeah.
just
Don't want to watch it.
No, yeah, that's.
Do you
totally
think
fair.
you'll ever watch it?
yeah.
Buy or sell? Buy meaning yes, sell meaning no. Pat watches a Star Wars movie in his lifetime.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you buy it? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll watch them when I
He
when
goes
I have
watch
time.
it right after.
Just watches all night.
Guys, I'm ready.
This is the best Star Wars.
Wow, this is so good, guys. I can't believe
You guys should have talked it up before we recorded.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't think I have anything else to add. Do you guys? No.
There's a whole bunch of stuff I
Yes.
could talk about extended universe if we
Right.
wanted
Yes.
to, but that'll take like
End it,
another
end it,
We'll
end
never
it.
get back to
few
Star Wars.
hours.
We'll definitely get back to Star Wars whenever we talk about like sequels, like a ranking of sequels or a ranking of characters in general and stuff like that. So, but Blake, thanks for coming on and joining us for
Yeah.
our 49th episode
Thanks for having me, guys.
and sharing your knowledge with the world.
I do my best.
You know, I think
What is your definition of the world?
the world.
Our friends of 30 people. that listen.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
I mean, 30,000.
30,000.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
with that being said, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Rankaholics podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcast app, Spotify. You know, we drop episodes every Tuesday at 7. YouTube video goes up either right before then
Or shortly after.
shortly after.
Or
kind of just maybe sometimes the next
12
day.
hours to
Whenever Pat has time.
Whenever Pat's not working one of his 3 jobs.
6.
So 6, my bad.
Wow.
It just
Wow.
doubled.
Oh,
You have 3
dang.
jobs?
Apparently
No,
he
it's been 5.
Apparently he doubled.
Oh,
his
so now it's
jobs
5.
since
You just
he's-
said
Boy.
I said it's been 5. Now it's coming
No,
6.
you said it was 3
I don't know where you got 3.
from your face.
yeah.
I don't ever recall.
Anyway.
That was years ago, man.
Okay. You can leave a review on Facebook, Spotify. You can leave a review if you guys don't know. It literally takes less than 2 seconds to leave a review. Apple Podcast app. You can also leave a review and like tell us what you like about us, or if you don't like
what you
about us.
don't like.
But leave, you know, leave that 5-star review. You know?
If you put something you don't like, we will block you.
No. If
Jordan will.
you can tell us how much
We
you hate
won't.
us, just give us a 5-star review. So kind of just goes hand in hand. So
Throw a
cute
hate
laugh.
comment down, I will reply.
Yes.
With my burner account.
yes, exactly. Jordan will find you.
Jordan.
Jordan.
We'll find you.
Okay, yeah, George Beans. Okay, with that being said, until next time, guys.
Episode 50 next time, baby!
Yeah.